America, it's time. Sunday night is the night where the stars come out to shine. Under prime time lights is more than a fight. It's where heavyweights collide. Tonight, the Eagles and Falcons lay it all on the mind.
All right, Sunday night, where are you? Waiting for the game that bleeds red, white, and blue. You want some football? We want it too. Hey, Jack, it's a fact. The show's back in town. Falcons and the Eagles flying all around. The stadium's rocking. Time to crank up the sound. The NFL's best have come to play. Coast to coast, there's just one thing left to say. I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. Get on your feet for a star-spangled flight. More than a game, it's every fan's right. That's why we're waiting all day for Sunday night.
Gonna take off, in for the touchdown.
Oh, my goodness.
Ryan to the end zone. Here's his man for the touchdown.
Sunday night football on NBC. Al, Ed, and Chris are the best on TV. The stars are out, it's the place to be. 'Cause the NFL rocks on NBC.
The Georgia Dome in Atlanta already rocking to its foundation. The past meets the present. Perhaps you've heard Michael Vick is in town. And the Philadelphia Eagles are ready to take on the Atlanta Falcons on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Welcome to Atlanta. The Philadelphia Eagles off to a good start last week, knocked off the Rams on the road. Now, this is a team always in contention during the Andy Reid era. But as everybody in Philadelphia knows too painfully well, the one thing they're missing is a Super Bowl championship. So they went out this year and, among other things, during the offseason signed 6 guys who have played in Pro Bowls. They've supplemented their roster, and anything less than a Super Bowl championship this year will be a big disappointment. Now, the Falcons last year were 13-3. They had the best record in the NFC, but they squandered that in the playoffs when they were blown out here last January by Green Bay. And then last week they lost in Chicago, didn't even score an offensive touchdown, went down by a score of 30-12. Everybody here hoping it's an aberration and not a harbinger of things to come. Chris, when we looked at the schedule and it came out for Sunday Night Football, the first thing we said in the spring, week 2, Philadelphia, Atlanta. Whoa. And here we are.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if there's ever been a guy that makes you defend more of the field than Michael Vick. He can certainly buy time with his legs, and then he has that strong arm, can basically throw it anywhere. And then you look at his wide receivers who can get down the field. This is a very, very exciting offense.
And, of course, the Atlanta defense has to take care of it. Anytime you face a Michael Vick of Philadelphia, you have to, wonder, what are you going to do to stop him? How do you contain him and all of the rest? But a lot of components go into a team winning a game. So how does Atlanta win this game? What are the keys tonight?
Well, I think for them, they have to get back to who they are. And that's a run-first team with Michael Turner. That's a play-action team with Matt Ryan. And just get back to who they are, a conservative team that doesn't make big mistakes, and they should be just fine.
So we've got a little bit of a blast from the past, maybe a little bit of back to the future tonight at the Georgia Dome. Matt Ryan and the Falcons, Michael Vick and the Eagles in a beauty on Sunday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. By Hyundai. If it's fuel efficient and stylish, it's probably a Hyundai. And by Subway Restaurants. Try the new oven crisp chicken sandwich today. Spanish audio provided by Telemundo.
Every day, 41 kids learn that they have cancer. Since 1998, Hyundai's Hope on Wheels has raised more than $43 million to help. In fact, local Hyundai dealers make a donation for every car sold. Of course, you don't have to buy a Hyundai to make a difference. Just visit HyundaiHopeOnWheels.org to lend a hand and give a little hope, no matter what wheels you drive.
When it comes to training, you gotta eat right.
Gotta try the new oven crisp chicken sandwich.
Never fried, never greasy, always tasty.
Merely 7 grams of fat.
Time out. What?
Talk about a game changer.
Grease is out.
Fresh taste is in.
Where else but Subway? The new Oven Crisp Chicken. Tackle one today.
Count me in.
I'm all over that like a hanging curve.
Subway.
The official training restaurant of Ryan Howard.
Michael Strahan. Justin Tuck.
Mike Lee.
And athletes everywhere.
Downloading music can be expensive. So to save money, I've trained my dog in this cockatoo to play all the hits of the 80s. Hit it, Mr. Butters.
There's an easier way to save. Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Want to know the difference between a trader and an elite trader? No? Change the channel. Waiting, still here? It's this. E-Trade's Pro platform sizzles the trading senses. Part of their new elite trading program, Your Lethal Weapon. Designed bottom up, cha-ching, integrated top down. Customizable, well, duh. No compromises, no multiple platforms, all in one place, period, exclamation point. Throw in elite access, elite service, elite kitchen sink. There's your difference. Got it? Get it? Good.
New Pro Elite from E-Trade. Investing unleashed.
Join our team. Become a fan of Sunday Night Football on Facebook. And for live reports throughout tonight's game, follow Michelle Tafoya on Twitter at SNF on NBC.
Benson. Get ready to get happy. He's your new partner? I'm just showing him the ropes.
New SVU returns this Wednesday on NBC.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 46, welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Samuel L. Jackson in the middle of the field telling the crowd to rise up. Michelle Tafoya down on the field. You must feel like you're in the middle of a revival meeting, Michelle.
It's unbelievable down here, Al. That Rise Up mantra was created last season to get Falcons fans to rise up and unite around their team. But for whom will they rise up tonight? Will it be the hometown Falcons? Or will it be the guy who is as popular an athlete as this town has ever seen, now Philadelphia quarterback Michael Vick? Now, Vick told us he'd come onto the field in the pregame with his helmet on and his head on a swivel in case tomatoes were thrown his way. And he did get a round of boos when he came out in uniform for pregame warm-ups. But he also knew he'd have plenty of fans here tonight.
To have an opportunity to go out and see, number 7 jerseys, whether they're green or red, it's going to mean a lot to me. And, just to come back to a place where I once played, is special.
Now, Vic told us he is ready to go, quote, full tilt tonight. He is excited and focused, and it will take focus to win here. The Falcons have the second best home record in the NFL since the arrival of head coach Mike Smith. Al, 20-4 in 3 seasons.
So they're hot here. Michelle, I was watching a bunch of man on the street interviews on the local news last night. I think a lot of Falcon fans would like to see Vic throw 5 touchdown passes, but the Falcons win 41-38. Rookie Matt Bosher will kick off and back deep. Another rookie, Dion Lewis, who is their 5th-round draft choice from the University of Pittsburgh. And away we go from Atlanta as the kick is fielded at the 2-yard line. And Lewis gets taken down at the 21-yard line by Troy Bierman. And here is the Philadelphia offense.
Michael Vick, Virginia Tech. LaShawn McCoy, Pitt Panthers.
Jeremy Macklin, Mizzou Tigers. Deshaun Jackson, California.
Jason Avant, Carver Military Academy.
Brent Selleck, Cincinnati. Jason Peters, Arkansas.
Evan Mathis, Alabama.
Jason Kelsey, UC.
Kyle Devan, Oregon State.
Todd Ehrman, Saginaw Valley.
And let it be duly noted, while the guys were introducing themselves, I would say it's about 75% booing as the Eagle offense comes out, with Vic starting from the shotgun at the 21-yard line, and Michael out of the pocket going right to the air, completes it to Jackson. Deshaun picks up 11 yards, and Philadelphia starts with a first down on the first offensive play.
Well, and we have our first new look here. John Abraham playing on the offense's right side to go against Todd Herman's over there. A little chip on him. he is going to be the focal point of this protection for Mike Vick tonight.
Vick's numbers not that impressive through the air last week in St. Louis, but every time you look at his numbers, as they go to the Wildcat, you have to look at what he does rushing. And they start with Macklin taking the snap, and then they toss it back to Vick, who is positioned as a wideout. Michael becomes a running back and takes it out to the 39-yard line. So razzle-dazzle right off the bat with Lofton making the tackle, and that's a gain of 7 yards.
Well, let's just say there aren't a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL that could have gotten out of this mess. They go a little flea flicker play here. Absolutely nothing there. Completely covered. So he takes a broken play and almost picks up the first down. There's really nothing down the field. Deshaun Jackson there. Jeremy Macklin on the other side. Jackson never even looked back for it.
Macklin gave it to McCoy, then to Vick. Second down and 3. And they give it to McCoy. He had a big fourth quarter last week in St. Louis. It'll be 3rd and 1. Let's take a look at that Atlanta D.
John Abraham, South Carolina.
Corey Peters, Kentucky.
Corey Jerry, University of South Panola.
Ray Edwards, Purdue.
Stephen Nicholas, University of South Florida.
Curtis Lofton, Oklahoma.
Sean Weatherspoon, MIZ, ZOU.
Brent Grimes, Shippensburg University.
William Moore, University of Missouri.
James Sanders, Fresno State.
Dante Robinson, South Carolina.
One guy who's hurt and not playing tonight, Jonathan Babineau, their defensive tackle, and that could be big before the night is done. 3rd down and 1, and the handoff goes to McCoy. He gets tackled in the backfield. LaShawn McCoy taken down by Sean Witherspoon. He was their #1 draft choice out of the University of Missouri last year.
Right here, Clay Harbor comes down for the trap, and for some reason, LaShawn McCoy cuts the other side of it. You can't go there. There's nothing to that side. He was supposed to go just off of that trap, went to the wrong side of it, and ended up losing yardage.
So Witherspoon makes it a 4th down, and the rookie punter, Jazz Henry to Eric Weems, good run back man, but has no opportunity here. Fair catch called for at the 11-yard line. Let's take a look at the Atlanta starters.
Matt Ryan, Boston College.
Michael Turner, Northern Illinois. Ovi Mahaley, the Wake Forest University. Julio Jones, Alabama.
Roddy White, Alabama, Birmingham. I'm Tony Gonzalez, University of California.
Sam Baker, Southern California.
Justin Blaylock, Texas at Austin.
Joe Hawley, UNLV.
Garrett Reynolds, University of North Carolina.
Tyson Clabo, Wake Forest.
Hawley, the man in the middle, taking over for Todd McClure, who is injured. So Matt Ryan, they had 3 turnovers last week, but Ryan 20-2 during the regular season at home. Starts with Turner and Mahaley in the backfield. They like to use the fullback a lot. And they give it to Turner, and Turner exploits a big hole over the right side. He gets out to the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Well, this is the easiest game to figure out all season long. There's no doubt that if the Eagles have a weakness defensively, it's going to be stopping the run with Casey Matthews, a young linebacker in there. And if the Falcons do something really well, it's pounded in there with Michael Turner. They are going to test the Eagles tonight.
And that Eagle defensive line leaves some pretty good-sized gaps. 2nd down and 2. And again, big hole through the middle. And exploiting that gap was Michael Turner. So he's carried the ball twice on the opening drive for a total of 23 yards. That's worth 15. 1st down.
Boy, Tony Gonzalez, who's really known more as a pass receiver. Look at this block. They come across with Justin Blaylock on the trap. Gonzalez saw the inside move and just took Babin right down inside, and the Falcons are starting this game exactly how they hoped they could.
Now Ryan out of the shotgun. In the pocket. Going deep downfield for the rookie Jones, and the pass is incomplete as we take a look at the Eagle defense.
Jason Babin, Western Michigan. Cullen Jenkins, Central Michigan.
Mike Patterson, Southern California. Trent Cole, Cincinnati.
Jamar Chain, Mississippi State.
Casey Matthews, University of Oregon.
Moses Foku, Maryland.
Asante Samuel, UCF Knights.
Jared Page, UCLA.
Kirk Coleman, the Ohio State.
Namdi Asamoah, Narbonne High School, UC Berkeley.
And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Asamoah was the primary free agent before the season started after the lockout. Everybody went after him, in particular the Jets and Dallas, and in Philadelphia shepherded him away. On 2nd and 10, they give it to the up back, and it's Turner playing in that spot there. And Cullen Jenkins, one of the new Eagles, a guy who comes over from Green Bay, great career with the Packers, 8th year in the league, makes the stop.
Watch the trap block effort this time, coming back inside by Reggie Kelly, and he just misses Cullen Jenkins, goes right by him. Jenkins, I tell you what, he was with the Packers last year, had a few injury issues. Watching him on tape already this season, he looks quicker and stronger than I've seen him in a while. Big pickup.
From the 32, 3rd and 12 out of the gun. A ton of time, and that pass is caught by Julio Jones. They traded up 21 spots in the draft to get the 6'3", 220-pound rookie from Alabama, and he picks up 15 yards here.
Trent Cole just misses on this pass rush against Sam Baker. Almost gets Ryan's arm, but for Julio Jones, this is a big guy. We were out there on the practice field with him, and he is an impressive young man.
And that is Cullen Jenkins, who is down for the injury timeout.
Southwest makes the call.
What?
Bag fees are how much?
$120.
$120 round trip?
Round trip for 2 bags. Per person?
Just for bags.
Great job out there, guys. Now who's ready to flag some more unnecessary bag fees?
Let's do this!
Bags fly free. Southwest Airlines. It's the right call.
Sitting in the rear seat, you can chill your drinks, get a massage, put your feet up, and watch DVDs. There's really only one thing you can't do. Drive. Ranked highest in vehicle appeal by J.D. Power & Associates, the Equus from Hyundai.
What's this all about?
We're giving Rich the NFL experience of a goal line dive.
Really?
There's an easier way to get an ultimate NFL fan experience. Just snap the tag wherever Bud Light is sold and you could win. Bud Light in the NFL. Here we go.
Can I make it?
On the internet, yes. Into the end zone, no.
Okay. Sunday Night Football brought to you by Southwest Airlines. You can find our fares online only at southwest.com. By Hyundai, if it's fuel efficient and stylish, it's probably a Hyundai. By DirecTV, this season NFL Sunday ticket is included when you switch. And by Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go. That's the Georgia Aquarium. It's the world's largest aquarium. Over 100,000 animals, whale sharks, manta rays, beluga whales.
Pretty nice catch, too.
Caviar. From the 47-yard line on first down after Jenkins goes to the sideline. Michael Turner to the 49. One of the switches the Eagles made in the offseason shocked everybody. Juan Castillo had been their offensive line coach. They made him the defensive coordinator. He always wanted to go to the defensive side. So 17 years as an Eagles assistant, which predates Andy Reid. He goes to the other side of the ball. Of course, Jim Johnson was their great defensive coordinator for years and died 2 years ago. Sean McDermott took over for 2 years, and now it's up to Castillo. 2nd and 6. Turner again. You know, Chris, last night we were talking to Reid. So I said, well, what did Castillo say? He's a defensive coordinator. His first ever play is last week. And Steven Jackson runs 47 yards for a touchdown. He said, Andy, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And he was right because they didn't score another touchdown.
He absolutely was right. But we also learned that the only reason that they were able to move Juan Castillo was because they came up with Howard Mudd as the offensive line coach. Andy was not going to take Castillo away from that offensive line until he figured out that Howard Mudd was available.
Jenkins is back in the game. Look at that spacing through the middle there, but it's a passing down. And forget how much spacing there was, because here comes Jenkins, and I'll say he got back into the game.
Cullen Jenkins right here is going to give Garrett Reynolds a tough time all night long. Let's see if there's a little helmet-to-helmet contact here.
You bet.
No doubt about that one.
And no flag. Deshaun Jackson to run the kickback. Matt Bosher is a rookie from Miami. They drafted him in the 6th round. Not too many people like to kick it to Jackson, at least not on a line. This one is high enough that he gets under it and calls for a fair catch at the 18-yard line. 7:53 remaining in the opening quarter in Atlanta. No score.
So how do you send a text keeping both hands on the wheel? Discover a great restaurant. Or find the cheapest gas. Magic? Come on. It's the Hyundai Sonata with Blue Link.
Connecting to Hyundai Blue Link. Turn right.
Navigate, connect, and discover with the push of a button.
In 2005, an injured dolphin was rescued off the coast of Florida. Her chance of survival, 1 in a million. Her amazing true story inspired the movie critics are calling wonderful, entertaining, and unforgettable.
If the fish doesn't like it, I'm putting a tail on and swimming with it myself.
4 stars. So inspiring, you'll stand up and cheer. Dolphin Tale is a must-see for everyone.
I think she's getting the hang of it.
Dolphin Tale, rated PG. Starts September 23rd in 3D and 2D.
Do you think I don't know why you come to the Playboy Club every single night?
It's sleek, it's entertaining, and it's definitely got our attention.
We're at the party.
The Playboy Club premieres tomorrow, 10/9 Central on NBC.
Michael Vick last week in St. Louis told us, he said, I thought I could have done a lot better. There were his numbers. Rushing, he would have had 100. He was at 100 rushing yards, and then the game ended with 3 kneel downs. He lost 1 on each, so he winds up with 97 net. And he starts this drive, Philadelphia's second, from the 19-yard line. Blitz coming, he can expect it, but he's going to roll and then throw, and Jackson makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete, 2nd down.
And you know, I think what Michael was so frustrated with was his inability to pick up the blitz reads. It's something he's been working very hard on, along with Marty Morningwig, and he felt like he was just doing it great in practice, and then he got in the game and he reverted to form. You know, he started running around. Well, they don't want him running that much. They want him to survive this season, and so the focus tonight is don't let the blitz beat us.
Remember last year he missed 4 games with cracked ribs. Incurred in the Redskin game in October. 2nd down and 10. And Vick throws, and it's caught up at the 21-yard line by Brent Selleck, the tight end. He's tackled by Sean Weatherspoon, and it will be 3rd and 8.
Well, like so many teams, they're going to try and rush this way to get Mike Vick to go to his right. That's a much tougher position for a left-handed quarterback to try and make the throw, but there are all kinds of theories. Not everything works. I've heard them all, but Brian Van Gorder is going to try and mix it up tonight. They think they have to be multiple.
Eagles send Macklin and Jackson to the same side of the field. 3rd and 8. Almost jumped offside. Vick steps up, guns it over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. So the secondary does its job. That was intended for Jason Avant. Pressure put on by Kelvin Hayden. Vick looked around for a flag and doesn't get one, and it's 4th down.
And now that's really the best theory. If you're going to play against Michael Vick, you want him to throw from the pocket. Not that he can't do that. He certainly can. But of all the options, that one's probably the easiest to handle.
4th down now, and one of 2 rookie kickers, Chaz Henry. The field goal kicker, also a rookie. Alex Henry. And back is Weems. The Pro Bowler fields it at the 43. And Weems takes it all the way to the Eagle 38-yard line. So Ryan is set up in good shape with 6:42 left in the quarter, no score.
Big night tonight, boys. I'll be the designated driver.
The road is not exactly a place of intelligence. Highway maintenance is underfunded, costing drivers $67 billion a year, and countless tires, which drivers never actually check because they're busy checking email. This is why we engineered a car that makes 2,000 decisions every second. The new Audi A6 is here. The road is now an intelligent place.
Hey, host. What you looking at? The game? Boy done lost his mind. Let me educate you on something. This ain't no game. These are numbers. It's on. Only DirecTV gives you every game every Sunday afternoon, live, right on your phone. Baby, look what the little man done showed me.
Wow, aren't you just the cutest?
Slow your roll, baby. Slow your roll.
Now NFL Sunday Ticket is included at no extra charge. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
It's not too late. Sign up and draft now at NFL.com/fantasy.
A lot of good extra stuff. You can log on to NBCSports.com/SNF extra. Check out a lot of different ways you can see different parts of the game, numbers and reports from Michelle and Mike Florio online. Now, from the 38-yard line, Atlanta's second possession. And the quick toss to Roddy White, who led the league in receptions last year, gain of 3.
Well, let's go back to that last play, and it's tough enough to try and stop Mike Vick with 11. A lot of people like to have 12, but when you do it with just 10, it's even tougher, but they got it done. Bray Jerry, a little late running off the field, thought he was the 12th guy, ended up he was the 11th.
Second down and 6. Four-man rush. Ryan to the outside, has an open man, and that's Tony Gonzalez. To the 20-yard line goes the man who no doubt will be enshrined in Canton someday. Spectacular years in Kansas City, and now wrapping up his career here in Atlanta.
Well, here's Gonzalez working against Cheney on the outside. And the one thing you notice when you watch Tony Gonzalez run his routes is the guy just never tips anything. You don't know if he's going deep. You don't know if he's cutting to the right, cutting to the left. Big reason why he'll be in the Hall of Fame one day.
165 straight games, most ever by a tight end. Put that in perspective. That's the equivalent of more than 10 seasons. From the 19-yard line. And the ball is handed off to Turner, and the 250-pound former San Diego Charger picks up 9 to the 10-yard line.
Well, they call this a wide 9. They play their ends way out wide here and try and go up the field, but it leaves big holes inside. And right now, the Atlanta Falcons are taking advantage of that with some of these cutback plays. I mean, they basically really didn't even block Trent Cole on that one at all. And the linebackers are getting walled off inside. Nice job by Justin Blaylock.
2nd and 1. Turner's rushed for 35 in the quarter. Had 100 last week in Chicago. Tries to add some more and will, and takes the ball to the 4-yard line. Philadelphia last year, one of the reasons they made the switch defensively with a flag down on the last play was their red zone defense. First call of the night coming from Carl Cheffers. And Atlanta indicating it's against Philadelphia.
Personal foul, number 97. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Cullen Jenkins is going to take the ball to the 2-yard line.
We're going to see Julio Jones here is going to go down and block the safety. They're basically going to leave Asante Samuel alone to let him make the tackles. He probably is outweighed by 50 pounds by Michael Turner.
Turner, the running back, on first and goal. Toss to him. Turner trying to cut it back. And picks up a few inches. It'll be second down and goal with 4 minutes to go in the scoreless opening first quarter.
Well, you could see it there again. They're just trying to isolate Asante Samuel on the outside and just force him to make the play. At least that time he was able to undercut the offensive lineman and get it turned back inside.
Now Jones and White both come out of the game, so they line up tight. Mahaley is the fullback. Turner is the tailback. Turner behind Mahaley, but it can only get to the 1-yard line, so it'll be third down and goal. Casey Matthews in the middle right there, the middle linebacker, the rookie 4th-round pick out of Oregon, and the brother, of course, of Green Bay's Clay.
Well, anytime you're playing defense on the goal line, you're just trying to get some penetration in here, and the Eagles do a great job with Patterson and Cullen Jenkins on that one, and just sort of took out the fullback that time by Jenkins and able to clog it up.
Third and goal. Ryan this time will try it from the gun. Over the middle, back of the end zone. It is caught by Roddy White for the touchdown. Roddy White led the league in receptions last year with 115. Works that back line. Of course, every scoring play is reviewed, and they'll look at this upstairs.
Let's see if he stepped out. He came close, but I think he kept his feet in bounds. Nope, that was all good right there. That was some fight for the ball that time by Roddy White. Never stepped out. Kurt Coleman really in perfect position. They had 4 wide receivers to the left-hand side. It was something the Eagles had done a week ago, and that time the Falcons threw it right back on them.
Touchdown is confirmed. Castillo telling Andy it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be their MO now.
Right, Matt Bryant for the extra point. And so the Falcons are able to exploit good field position. They started from the 38, 4 rushes, 3 passes. And late in the first quarter, it's Atlanta 7, Philadelphia nothing.
The road is not exactly a place of intelligence. Highway maintenance is underfunded, costing drivers $67 billion a year, and countless tires, which drivers never actually check because they're busy checking email. This is why we engineered a car that makes 2,000 decisions every second. The new Audi A6 is here. The road is now an intelligent place.
In a competitive, high-stakes world,
what Zeus sees, he kills.
You got nothing left.
he will build
What are we looking for?
Anything I could use to put a fighting robot together.
his own destiny.
I've never seen anything like it.
He has a shadow function.
Watch me.
Hugh Jackman,
People want to see something they've never seen. You're a bad bet, brother.
We'll see. We fight as one.
Real Steel, rated PG-13.
Are you curious about new ideas? Do you want to learn a new language? Or just a new word? Maybe you want to know more about anatomy or astronomy. You could master something new or uncover a hidden talent. There's never been a better time to learn.
Our prime suspect is a guy we haven't met.
Don't move! Don't you move!
Maria Bello shines as TV's next great detective.
Everybody get on board because this is happening.
Prime Suspect premieres this Thursday, 10/9 Central on NBC.
There is often one moment in every game that changes everything. NFL Turning Point, an all-new weekly series produced by NFL Films. You can watch it Thursday nights. It's a really good show on Versus. Turning Point Thursday. Atlanta, Olympic Park, not far from the Georgia Dome. Atlanta, the host city of the 96 Summer Olympics. And that kick is fielded by Dion Lewis, 4 yards in. Good coverage by the Falcons. Vic and his group going back to work from the 15.
This is Cheryl. This is her 4-year-old computer she doesn't think she needs to update. So to show her what she's missing, we built a PC store in her house.
Oh my gosh!
What do you say we go shopping?
This one's very cool. Where's the tower for this?
Everything is right here.
Oh, stop.
Flip that screen around.
Very lightweight.
500 gigabyte hard drive.
I like the DVR thing. I like this one.
New PC in the house.
I'm a PC and I'm finally up to date.
Hey, Wendy, check it out. Caramel apple, frosty.
Yes! Way ahead of you. Our new caramel apple frosty parfait has the best taste of fall, with sweet and tart apples and caramel sauce. Try one today, because you know when it's real.
You're in last place, Dad.
Do I look worried?
Yeah.
Oh. We're gonna rethink the game. You don't put a team together with a computer.
This is the kind of decision that gets you fired.
Fantastic.
Moneyball. Rated PG-13.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Do people use smartphones to do dumb things?
Send. That is the weekend.
Yeah, Dad.
Will allow me to crack the bubbly.
Don't mind if I do.
There's a gentleman with a bro stash invited to this party.
Only if he's ready to rock.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Michael Vick timeline back in 01, 10 years ago, #1 overall pick out of Virginia Tech. Had a spectacular night at Lambeau in the 02 playoffs, beating the Packers there. 3 times to the Pro Bowl, then rewarded in 05 with a contract valued at $130 million, and you know the rest. Pled guilty to federal dogfighting charges, sentenced to almost 2 years in prison, spent about a year and a half in prison, came out. Philadelphia signed him in 09 to be the backup to McNabb. He started last year as the backup to Kevin Cobb when Cobb got hurt on opening day. He took over. Michael got hurt. Then he took over again when he was healthy. And now he just signed a mammoth new deal. As Vick throws over the middle, that quick flip of his to Jeremy Maclin. So effortless to the 36-yard line, like he's throwing darts.
I'll tell you, that's exactly what they're looking for out of Mike Vick. That was a thing of beauty right there. Just sort of little flip of the wrist as you described it. But watch how effortless this is. And his arm gets in such incredible positions. I think everything in my elbow and shoulder would snap if my arm got all the way back, laid back there like that. Pretty nice throw.
Gain of 20 on first down now. They're going to run a reverse. And this is Maclin going all the way back. And he's going to run out of room on the far sideline. He's taken down by Brent Grimes.
The Eagles certainly have not been shy here early on. There's Arthur Blank, who had the decision to make initially what to do with Mike Vick.
Well, he signed him, and then Michael said when we talked to him yesterday, and I think he told Bob Costas the same thing in our football night interview. He said, I love that man unconditionally. Second down and 9. The ball is at the 37-yard line. And a fake toss. And Ronnie Brown, the former Dolphin, another guy who has been to a Pro Bowl. I love that play. You don't see that. You used to see that like 30 years ago. That fake toss and then the handoff inside.
I love that play. Never in a million years would you think that Ronnie Brown's going to get this ball, fake that toss, trap inside, down with Harriman's. That was cool. I tell you what, Marty Morningwig's got a few tricks up his sleeve already in this one.
Ball at the 48-yard line. Final minute of the opening quarter. They run a draw here, and McCoy is going to get taken down from behind. That's a nice tackle by the safety, William Moore, grabbing him from behind after a gain of 5.
You know, LaShawn McCoy last week really didn't have a lot going until the fourth quarter, and then he sort of turned into Mariano Rivera and closed that game out against the Rams. But he is an explosive player. 78 catches a season ago, led the team in rushing and receptions. Not talked about a lot, but really a top-notch running back.
They give him a break, and Dion Lewis, a rookie out of Pittsburgh, 5th-round pick, fake the hand, off play action, pass caught, and that's going to be Deshaun Jackson for a first down. On what should be the final play of the quarter. They'll wind the clock as soon as it's set. And that is the end of the first quarter in Atlanta with the score. Atlanta 7 and Philadelphia nothing. NBC's Sunday Night Football continues after these messages.
Sprint introduces America's first 3D phone. Now anyone can watch and shoot video in 3D.
Cut, guys. We're not making effective use of the 3D technology. I think I can help. You stand over there and film Daddy. Volley for serve.
What was that?
That was 3D gold. That's what that was.
Let's make homemade 3D the next big thing. The new HTC Evo 3D. No glasses required. Only from Sprint.
So your 2:30 canceled?
Are you forgetting something? My breakfast. Get me something delicious, something wholesome.
Okay. Okay, I got some tasty choices. Fruit and maple oatmeal, an egg McMuffin, fruit and yogurt parfait, fruit and walnuts, and they're each 300 calories or less.
Get out of here. Good job.
The simple joy of a delicious breakfast.
She's in a really good mood.
On September 30th, the best action movie ever arrives on DVD and Blu-ray. Transformers. Own it on DVD and Blu-ray combo pack September 30th.
Good morning, good morning. We dance the whole night through. Good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning.
It's great to stay up late. Good morning
to you. When the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way.
Wake up with Game Day, the perfect start to your football day. Only on NFL Network.
Atlanta on this last Sunday of summer, September the 18th, and tonight's aerial coverage is being brought to you by Geico. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya at the Georgia Dome. We start the second quarter. Atlanta leading 7-0. And it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action, pass caught out on the right side by Macklin, covered by Grimes. And let's go back to the last play of the first quarter, and Vick got rattled.
Yeah, you know, they don't want Mike Vick running around, but in the pocket sometimes can be kind of dangerous as well for A. Jerry. That time getting a piece of them. They've got their own little defensive line rotation going over there. Of course, brought over Ray Edwards from the Minnesota Vikings to help offset some of the protections that John Abraham always sees.
2nd down and 5. Here's McCoy slipping to the outside, turning the corner. First down, gain of 7 for LaShawn McCoy.
Well, they've been doing a lot of that sort of trapping motion going across the formation. And LaShawn McCoy is a little bit like Mike Vick. You never know exactly where he's going to go. They can start to the right and then end up all the way to the left-hand side. And you end up with a poor guy like James Sanders out there trying to make an open field tackle.
From the 25-yard line on 1st down. Underneath, screen, McCoy. And McCoy to the 15-yard line, tackled by Weatherspoon.
You know, this has really been a completely different kind of game for Mike Vick than what he did against the Rams a week ago. He was really the sort of the Atlanta Falcons, Mike Vick, in that game, running all over the place, scrambling, making plays, and yet you can see, and he is determined to play differently. He wants to play from the pocket, read those hot reads. Looks like LaShawn McCoy is hurt.
Yeah, McCoy came out favoring his hand or wrist. They bring Ronnie Brown into the game. He of Wildcat fame in Miami. They fake it to him, and then Vick will take off, and Vick will take it inside the 10. Bierman makes the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 3 from the 8.
Now that was one of the few intentional runs that they'll end up having. They going to fake the cross play here and then just cut it right back inside. Looks like that may have even been a read. You see that run a lot in colleges around the country.
We asked him last night, what percentage of your runs are designed? And Michael said about 5%.
Well, he's done for the night then.
Handoff inside to Brown. And Brown will get gang wrestled at the 7-yard line. Curtis Lofton is the first guy there. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Well, Mike Smith was so disappointed in his defense last week against the Chicago Bears. They just had a terrible day tackling, things that you don't associate with this defense. And he was on them all week long. He expected much better things tonight.
Falcons had never had so much as 2 consecutive winning years until he got here. Meanwhile, McCoy still flexing that hand. 3rd and 3. Flag is thrown, and Vick has that one dropped by Jackson. Flag down on the near side of the field at the line of scrimmage.
Offside, number 55. Defense lined up in the neutral zone, half the distance to the goal. 4th down.
Big play there as Abraham was across the line, and it's 1st and goal now.
Red line's the line of scrimmage, and right there you can see his hand across the line, and that is one killer penalty right there. Sean Jackson dropped the pass, but now you turn it over, and it's 1st and goal.
From the 4.
Yeah, you gotta write that one down. John, get back.
So far 80 yards on this drive over 6 minutes. Brown in the backfield. Here's Brown. Nope. Taken down at the 5. Ray Edwards. Let's check in quickly with Michelle.
Well, McCoy is coming back into the game. The trainers were looking at him, checking out that left hand in particular, his pinky finger, also looking at the elbow. They made sure he could grip a football, hold on to the football. They tried stripping him of the football here on the sidelines and determined he was okay to come back in, Al.
All right, thank you, Michelle. And there he is, lined up behind the fullback, Owen Schmidt, 2nd down and goal. Jackson comes in motion. Vick to the end zone. Caught. Macklin, touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, who had a number of huge medical issues in the offseason. They didn't know what was wrong. Turned out to be a virus, but he's 100% now and scores.
Well, this is the power of Deshaun Jackson. When he goes up here, he draws all the coverage, and here comes Macklin. Not a soul on earth followed him. Double team on Jackson. Just an absolutely blown coverage, and now the offsides by John Abraham cost them at least 4 points.
Alex Henry, rookie out of Nebraska, picked him in the 4th round. Great college kicker. Taking over for the longtime place kicker David Akers, now in San Francisco. And he ties the game. 10:54 remaining in the opening half. In Atlanta, 7-7.
1 million fans, 1 million free pizzas.
And Papa's in the house.
Papa John's is giving away 1 million free pizzas to new and existing members of Papa Rewards at papajohns.com. All season long, 60,000 members a week will win a free pizza.
$1 million free pizzas? Now that's a game changer.
Plus, get any large pizza, just $11, even specialties.
Better ingredients, better pizza, PapaJohns.com.
Official pizza sponsor of the NFL.
The 2012 M-Class continually monitors blind spots, scans the road to reveal potential threats, even helps awaken its driver if he begins to doze. So in the blink of an eye, it will have performed more active safety measures than most cars will in a lifetime. Introducing the all-new 2012 M-Class, quite possibly the most advanced SUV ever from Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
Sorry, I couldn't get away.
You can now.
When he enters a room, he owns the room.
I put a spell on you.
People are transfixed.
Stop the things you do.
Robert California, he creeps me out. Welcome to the Office. Premieres this Thursday on NBC.
A reminder, you can check out the all-new NFL mobile apps. Follow the game wherever you are while on the go. NFL.com/mobile. Atlanta. Georgia Dome's been around for 2 decades now. The old facility. Game tied at 7. Henry to kick off, and that'll result in a touchback. Falcons will go to work from the 20-yard line early in the second quarter. 7-7.
It's faster, thinner, and lighter. And with the power of Verizon, you can stay connected almost anywhere. Let's say you want to download a bestseller at the beach. Done. Or if you want to stay connected when you're miles away from Wi-Fi. No problem. You can even tweet when you're nowhere near your followers. And you can post pictures too. So what do you think?
I'll take it. The iPad 2 on America's largest and most reliable network, Verizon.
When we unveil the all-new 2012 M-Class, we're actually introducing a vehicle built upon 125 years of engineering excellence, which is why, no matter what is happening in the world outside, there is such a sense of complete confidence inside. Introducing the 2012 M-Class, quite possibly the most advanced SUV ever from Mercedes-Benz. The best or nothing.
I knew I'd find it.
Get ready to join the elite. A total blast. White-knuckle action. 4 stars.
This ends today.
Killer Elite rated R starts Friday. Relationships take work.
Why are we tapping this every night?
Because your hair's up and I ate pork.
So why not try things Whitney's way?
Hello there. Are you here to see the doctor? You're late for sexy class. Sir, you were speeding. I'm gonna need to see your license.
Can you take the mustache off? It's really confusing.
Whitney premieres this Thursday after The Office on NBC.
7-7 at the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Mike Smith, he was the defensive coordinator at Jacksonville before getting this job, and that was a shock when he got it. It came out of nowhere in 2008. First down from the 20-yard line. Ryan, great ball handling, and then the pass is, I think, caught. It's the rookie Jones who somehow comes up with the ball, and he wasn't even tackled until after he had possession and got back up to the 47-yard line. So let's take a look at this again. That's the way it's ruled on the field. Atlanta doesn't want a challenge. It's 28 yards. It may have hit the ground. Will Philadelphia challenge this? Andy Reid has to do it in a hurry, and he does. Andy fires the flag out there. The Falcons knew that the ball hit the ground. The way they rushed up to the line, and Andy said, we got to take a look at this, and they're going to probably win this challenge.
Well, it comes off Coleman right back to Julio Jones, who and it clearly hits the ground. Yeah, no question about that.
Challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass. We'll review the play.
So Andy's going to win this challenge. Should be quick work for Sheffers over at the screen.
More style, more technology, less doors. Introducing the 2012 C Coupe. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Pistachios, yay! Gee, thanks, Mr. Hands.
Say, Mr. Bill, I'll help you crack one open.
Oh, no, Mr. Hands, don't go!
Mr. Hands does it for Mr. Bill. Wonderful pistachios. Get cracking.
Come on, you boys call yourself fans?
The game wasn't even close.
All of them? Every single one?
Well, there's only one game on cable right now.
You jokers need to wake up. It's on. Only DirecTV gives you every minute of every game, every Sunday. No enthusiasm, man. Nothing?
Now NFL Sunday Ticket is included at no extra charge. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Angry Birds, do it on the fly. Wonderful pistachios. Get cracking.
Something dynamite is coming to Mondays.
Bad boy!
The Sing-Off, a Voices-only competition, premieres tomorrow, 8/7 Central on NBC.
Carl Sheffers to confirm what we already know.
After review, the ball hit the ground. It is an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Atlanta on the 20-yard line.
Reed wins the challenge.
Reset the game clock to 10:48. 10:48, please.
Well, here's Julio Jones on the outside, and it's a really poor route. You're going to see him just basically stop at the top end of it. Asante Samuel all over him. Really, all he had to do was come back to the football, and I think he would have made the catch. Asante said, "Not in this league, babe."
Reed does not challenge very often. Since '99, the Eagles last in the league in challenges. Andy, over time, with less than 5 challenges per season. And there it is, fewest since Andy came into the league in '99. Wins this one here. He's already challenged 2 this year. 1 last week. 2nd down and 10. And they want to move the ball to the center of the field between the hash marks. Reason for that stoppage.
And that's really key, Al. No, it's not.
Hey, if a guy's out of bounds,
the look
if he's out of bounds by an inch. 2nd and 10. Outstanding analysis. Michael Turner, gain of 1. You know, occasionally a GM puts his backside on the line, and that's what Thomas Dimitroff did. He traded up 21 spots. Look at what they gave up to Cleveland in a draft day trade, because they wanted to get a guy who could move downfield. They have Roddy White. He's terrific, but he works a lot underneath. Doesn't go downfield deep. So they wanted a guy that Ryan could stretch the field with. And there is Dimitroff, who made that move. They get Jones, and of course they expect him to be a star. 3rd and 9.
Illegal substitution, 12 men in the huddle. Offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
And that's going to make a 3rd down and 14.
Well, if you want to know why Dimitroff made the trade, look at this thing. Pre-game warm-up. We were trying to guesstimate how high he got for that ball. But after he caught it, he kind of came walking back, and even he was laughing. It just was one of those that he just kept going up. I was like, what was that?
Hey, 51's a mine!
His numbers last year in Tuscaloosa. 3rd down and 14. And the blitz coming. Ryan stepping up, throws, and it's incomplete. Intended for Jones, and he is drawing a crowd. Asamoah was on him that time. Had help as well. 4th and long.
I tell you what, Poor Julio Jones. He's getting some of the best corners in the league. Now Nnamdi Asomugha on his side. Watch this coverage. If you're going to spend that much money for a corner, you better be able to cover like that. He had a couple of misses last week in the game against the Rams, but settling in this one.
Bosher to punt. Jackson to run it back, and who can forget, certainly the Giants can't, the run back that ended the game at the Meadowlands last year.
Directional kicking should be the choice against this guy. Not that direction.
No. Jackson's going to have a chance to run it back. They're close enough to the sideline that they can force him out of bounds with 9.5 minutes to go in the half, and the game tied 7-7.
जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो जान पहचान हो जीना आसान हो
Mike Smith, and one reason he's had such success here, preaching the fundamentals and very few penalties and very few turnovers. The Falcons, last year, first team in the history of the league to go an entire year without having 2 turnovers or 6 penalties in any game. And then what happens in the postseason against Green Bay here? 7 penalties, 4 turnovers, got blown out by the Packers, and then 3 turnovers and 9 penalties last week. LaShawn McCoy is the running back here as the Eagle drive starts from the Atlanta 45. Vick on that diagonal roll and then throws over the middle, and the pass is broken up, intended for Jackson and broken up by Dante Robinson. 2 of those certainly made an acquaintance last year, and both wound up on the ground with a concussion.
Anytime you have somebody that runs 4-3, watch Mike Vick run this stretch play. Nobody on the planet can get out there quite that far, and it really creates pressure on the defense. So now they're going play action off of it. That's pretty good coverage down the field here as well by Robinson.
From the 45-yard line to the outside, and then cutting it back, McCoy. And hits straight down the middle and takes it to the 41-yard line. Weatherspoon's been in on a lot of stops tonight. Gain of 4, 3rd and 6.
I'll tell you, the Eagles probably make more plays out of plays that look like they're going to be 5-yard losses than any team in the league. We saw it with Vick earlier, and now McCoy giving us one of the same. They really had that one stuffed in the backfield.
3rd and 6. They get Steve Smith coming into the game, the former Giant. Spread him wide left. McCoy and Brown are in the backfield. And both stay in the block. And Vick throws, and that is caught by Jason Avant all the way to the 13-yard line before Sanders runs him out of bounds. So they convert on 3rd down, and it's 1st and 10 after a gain of 29.
Todd Harriman's had to move out to right tackle, and watch the job that he does this time on John Abraham. Tries to go with the inside move, clears him out, lets Mike Vick stand there long enough for that crossing route to get there. Big play.
Spotted at the 12-yard line.
956, 956.
They go 3 by 1 to the left side here for Vick. Over the middle he goes. That is caught. And that is Brent Selleck, the tight end, taking the ball to the 3-yard line. Gain of 9, 2nd and 1.
I just can't get over how differently Mike Vick is playing tonight than what he did just a week ago. He is just standing in the pocket, reading it out. Last year, over 100 quarterback rating. When I first saw him playing with the Atlanta Falcons, if you'd have told me he'd ever have over 100 quarterback rating, I would have never believed it. Give a lot of credit to Marty Mornhinweg, his offensive coordinator, Andy Reid. They have changed him into a better quarterback.
He's 9 out of 12 for 102. 2nd and 1. Here's McCoy, and he's going to get spun down shy of a first down. Ray Edwards, who played with the Vikings, he was kind of the lost guy because they had the Williams wall up front. They had Jared Allen, of course, and Edwards was the other guy.
Oh, Ray Edwards is not John Abraham as far as a pass rusher, but he is a guy that can set the edge against the run, and if you leave him one-on-one, he'll get his fair share of sacks as well.
3rd and 1. Vick pressure and escapes and throws, and it's knocked away and batted up in the air and volleyballed incomplete. Curtis Lofton, the middle linebacker, swatting it, and it's 4th down.
There's no way to practice what you're going to see in the game. Watch Ray Edwards come up the field here and basically has Mike Vick dead to rights. Anybody but Mike Vick dead to rights. And then the Falcons almost came up with a huge turnover.
Alex Henry to kick the field goal, 22 yards. Chaz Henry to hold it, and the kick is good. 22-yard field goal, and the Eagles take the lead, 10-7.
To be more environmentally aware, we are now printing on the backsides of used paper. And we switched to FedEx, because a lot of their packaging contains recycled materials. Tell them what else FedEx does.
Well, we're now using more electric trucks and lower emission planes. We even offer a reusable envelope.
Now, can't we at least print on the backsides of used paper?
What's the executive compensation list?
Sustainable solutions. FedEx. Solutions that matter.
No matter what you love to watch, it's the picture quality that matters most. And with the new Panasonic Viera TVs, the picture will blow you away. It's technology, like fast-switching phosphors, that delivers our best picture ever. Plus, amazing full HD 3D. Come see the Panasonic Viera difference, and what Gizmodo named Best New HD TV in 2011.
Another good thing about Geico is they've got, like, real live people working there 24/7. So, like, say you need to report a claim, right? A real person will be there to help you. Then you can use Geico.com to view photos of the damage, track your claim, print an estimate. You want an English muffin? They literally hand you a toasted muffin with butter and jam. Oh, it's tasty. That's a complete dramatisation, of course, but you get my point.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Sunday Night Football brought to you by Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. By Mercedes-Benz, experience truly great engineering today at your authorized dealer. By the Bank of America Cash Rewards credit card from Bank of America. And by Corona Extra, inviting you to find your beach. Grayson High School is the number 9 team in the country, and Friday night beat Berkmar 56-6 here in Atlanta. They go to 4-0.
Nothing better than high school football. Love it.
Eagles by 3, and the kickoff is taken by Weems. He's going to run it out from 8 yards in. See a lot more of those 108-yard returns this year, at least attempts.
Well, let's show you a little bit of this wide 9 technique. You can see these ends out so wide here, but there's huge spaces in between, and it puts so much pressure on these linebackers to have to make plays in big gaps. So what they're going to ask is those defensive ends to come down hard inside and look at their stance. They're just looking at the ball. They know they're going to draw a straight line into that offensive tackle and try and cram him back inside. There's no finesse to this whatsoever. They are just going to attack the tackles.
Usain Bolt should talk to Babbitt about coming out of the starting blocks. He looks like he's running the 100-meter dash in the Olympics as Michael Turner takes it up to the 30-yard line for a gain of a couple.
And this is what the Eagles did not do well last week. Yeah, they would come on this direct line, but then they didn't get off and make plays on the run. So then you get the big hit there on Baker. Now come off and make the play. As they were saying, you have to be violent coming off for the run.
A little over 6 to play in the half. 2nd down and 8. Turner back of the fullback Mahali. And Turner takes it out to the 35. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Well, Jim Washburn is the guy that they brought in. Andy Reid just loved that wide 9 technique that he saw in Tennessee and played against. They said it really gave him fits, and so why not go get the guy that sort of originated it down there, Jim Washburn, and they're committed to it. This is the way they're going to play. They know they're going to give up some running yards, but they don't care. This is a passing league, as they say.
3rd and 3. Blitz coming, and they get Ryan. They knock him down at the 31-yard line. Mike Patterson got in there, and then Trent Cole finished him off. Mike Patterson had that seizure in training camp, and that was scary, but he's fine now.
Well, Patterson's going to get the assist, but Trent Cole's going to hang with it here. He was pretty well blocked by Sam Baker, but when Patterson got a little piece of the jersey of Matt Ryan, it's just enough for Trent Cole to get back. I tell you, this defense, after giving up some runs early, they just like they did last week, they've gotten better as they've gone along.
They've got Macklin back there instead of Jackson to run this back. The rookie Bosher. A high angled kick. It will bound out of bounds somewhere around the 30-yard line. Talked about the 6 Pro Bowlers they acquired. Babbitt out of Tennessee. Asamoah was the primary guy everybody was looking for. Brown. Vince Young is the backup quarterback. Smith from the Giants. Giant fans can't understand that one. And Rogers Cromartie, who was with Arizona. And no non-expansion team has had 6 former All-Stars 31 or younger. That's important. There's Jeffrey Lurie with Christina Lurie, and they went out and he said one of the things he said was, hey, look, we know how good Green Bay was. They beat us in the playoffs, and they did it with a lot of injuries, and those guys were coming back. We had to upgrade the talent.
Right, Ryan Grant and Michael Finley was coming back off a team that had already beaten them in the playoffs. So he said we've got to go get better.
False start, number 71.
False start.
5-yard penalty. First down.
You know what I find amazing about Philadelphia? Asamoah's out there. I mean, Oakland doesn't have that many high-priced guys, but they can't sign them. And then Philadelphia figures out a way through Joe Banner and Howie Roseman, the general manager, to work that salary cap like no team I can think of recently.
Well, and the other thing was they kept him away from the Dallas Cowboys. You know, the Cowboys certainly hurting for a cornerback, and they basically outbid them for Nnamdi Asamoah.
1st and 15. And that play clock runs out. So you've got back-to-back penalties, and it'll be 1st and 20.
First charge timeout, Philadelphia. A 30-second timeout.
Well, they got it before the delay. They called the timeout.
You know, and that wasn't the only guy, Nnamdi. You know, they do a preemptive strike on Steve Smith, too. So they basically have hurt the teams in their division by signing some of these guys too.
Well, I've heard fans say, wait a second, why can't our team way under the salary cap get these guys? And Philadelphia, with a ton of high-priced people, are able to go out and do it. It's pretty good.
They were indeed. And Deshaun Jackson may have been the only guy rolling his eyes a little bit. He was trying to get a new contract and he kept seeing everybody else get signed.
Right. The quarterback comparison tonight, only 7 attempts for Matt Ryan.
And the pressure, you know, Matt Ryan has been under pressure all night long. This is a pass defense team. That is where they're going to hang their hat. And you've seen it tonight both with the coverage and the pass rush.
1st and 15. Rick fires it over the middle, juggle, caught, and that's Selleck to the 50-yard line. Those who own Selleck in fantasy leagues, they were worried, uh-oh, he's going to come up gimpy here. He picks up 24 yards. I was going to say that he figured to be a little less a part of this offense, but he's already caught 3 tonight. And now he's down for an injury timeout.
What an incredible throw this is from Mike Vick. Watch the pressure. He's going to get hit right in the knees. Still has the arm strength to get this thing off. And just as good a catch on the other side with Selleck. One-hander down the middle of the field and takes a shot.
It's Vance Walker who goes into the lower body of Vick.
I didn't think it was at the knees, though. I thought it was a good no call. It was much more around the hip thigh area. And here's a big weapon for the Eagles down.
It was Dante Robinson with the hit on Selleck. So Selleck, an outstanding tight end.
Let's take a look at this one. Contact up around the hip area. Certainly a dangerous play. They're going to call that one occasionally, but I thought that was the proper call, a no call on that one.
And Selleck able to get off under his own power as he goes to the sideline. The backup tight end for Philadelphia's Clay Harbor. And they wind the clock with 4.5 now to go in the half, and it's a first down at the 49-yard line. Short drop, catch made, and that's Smith, Steve Smith, former Giant, gain of 9.
Another nice read that time by Vick. John Abraham dropped out this time as a zone blitzer. He's coming back there, and I thought he was going to get the interception. And Vick just threw it right around him. Very dangerous throw, but you saw Mike Vick looking that way the whole way. He worked around him to Steve Smith.
Well, Selleck comes back in. Good news for the Eagles. Smith has just made his first catch as a Philadelphian, and on 2nd and 1, it's McCoy behind Schmidt. And there's a flag. It might be a face mask here or a horse collar. Weatherspoon got him around the neck, and that's going to probably tack on 15 more.
I tell you what, Jason Peters made one of the best blocks I've seen all year on that play. What an athlete he is. Holy cow. Looks like a running back going around the corner there.
Illegal use of hands, number 90, defense. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, face mask, number 23, defense. That penalty will be accepted and added to the end of the play. Automatic. First down.
A lot of stuff going on. Robinson with the penalty. 15 yards.
Left tackle right here. Watch this reach block on the outside. Flies out there. Gets up on the defensive end. Lawrence Sidbury. Just no contest. There is maybe 2 tackles in the league that can make that play, and there you saw the face mask.
And there was Weatherspoon getting his hand on the face mask. First down. Vick almost had his arm jostled as he was getting ready to throw it. Intended for Selleck. It's incomplete. 2nd down.
You know, Al, this is all very interesting stuff to me. If I were a defensive coordinator, and Mike Vick's playing really well, I mean, let's just put it that way. But if I were a defensive coordinator and you said, Mike Vick going to do the hot reads from the pocket or he's going to run around, which one do you take? Give me the pocket, right?
Absolutely. Well, you pick your poison, but you have to say the pocket. You don't want him to extend the play and expand the field.
But you also want this guy healthy at the end of the season, and that's goal number 1.
2nd and 10, and the pass is caught by Macklin. And Macklin takes it to the 14-yard line. Running back to the center of the field. Ticking down at 3 minutes. Kelvin Hayden, former Colt, makes the tackle. 3rd and 3.
I'll tell you, the Falcons are not afraid to take some borderline shots against Vick. That time, Bray Jerry got one more on him.
Riley Cooper wide left. They've got Smith wide to the right. And Vick is going to take off. Pick up the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 5, where it'll be first down and goal, chased by Stephen Nicholas.
Well, this is the problem when you rush 4. It's like trying to contain a great pass or punt returner. You're going to see there's basically going to be a wall right here and nobody left. Now, good luck trying to tackle number 7 once he gets in space out there. Mike is just picking his spots for running tonight. He is turned into the pocket passer. who occasionally on those big third downs will make plays like that.
Philly with 199 yards and Atlanta with only 74. And handoff, losing the football, and it's picked up by Ray Edwards. And Edwards is being chased from behind by Jackson, and he's going to save a touchdown at the 21-yard line. But that was Parade Jerry at the 2-minute warning who was able to create the fumble. So Philly looks like they're going in for a touchdown, and at the 2-minute warning, Atlanta's almost in the red zone.
Aggressive new styling, a more fuel-efficient turbocharged engine, and a completely redesigned interior. The new C-Class, with over 2,000 refinements. It's amazing, inside and out. The C-Class starts at just $34,800.
Castrol Edge reveals what gives every home team the strength to perform. Red helmets. The Falcons wore them for 24 years, yet they won just one playoff game. In 1990, a new look seemed to change the franchise's fortune. Since switching to black headgear, Atlanta's home winning percentage has increased nearly 20%. Think a color can't give a team the strength to perform? Think again. Visit CastrolEdgeUSA.com for a chance to win tickets to Super Bowl 46, the ultimate show of strength and performance.
I love this card. With the Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards credit card,
we earn more cash back for the things we buy most.
That's 1% cash back everywhere, every time.
2% on groceries.
3% on gas, automatically. No hoops to jump through.
That's 1% cash back on Oscar.
Tony.
Oscar.
2% back on whatever she'll eat. 3% back on filling up this baby.
Now get 1, 2, 3% cash back.
It's that simple.
Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
We're talking 3% back on gas.
Only Subway has a deal this flat-out delicious. The new $3 flatbread breakfast combo. A toasty 6-inch flatbread breakfast sandwich and a 16-ounce cup of freshly brewed Seattle's best coffee. All for just $3. Build a breakfast of epic proportions, like the Crispalicious bacon, egg, and cheese, with everything from juicy tomatoes to zesty jalapenos for a delicious way to start your day. The new Subway $3 flatbread breakfast combo. Build your better breakfast today.
If you're one of the 14 million people that watched Up All Night last Wednesday, we'd love to hear from you.
You don't give your real name?
Or just watch a new one this Wednesday. Where's Amy?
Oh my God, we forgot the baby.
Up All Night, Wednesday, 8, 7 Central on NBC.
So the halftime show coming right up with Bob, Dan, and the gang. Tony Romo, after last week's disaster, leads them to an overtime win despite a fractured rib. Tom Brady, another big day. Bob will talk about the NFL's two surprise teams, the Lions and the Bills, coming up on the Toyota halftime show. Go back and take a look at that play after this play that gives Atlanta the ball at the 24 of Philadelphia, down by 3. Ryan to put it up, and that's caught at the 10-yard line. Tony Gonzalez makes the catch. First down at minute 50 to the half. Let's go back to the big play.
Well, Parade Jerry was trying to just get up the field right here. They're trying to influence him here, trap him here. But instead, Jerry just goes straight for the quarterback and gets Mike Vick, who attempted to fake a pitch before he came back for the handoff, and there's just no way. But Deshaun Jackson, touchdown saving play here. Weatherspoon just couldn't catch up with him, and that is some hustle play by the All-Pro.
From the 11-yard line now, the Pajackos Rogers, a rookie out of Oregon State, in the backfield at the tailback spot. Toss it to him. He turns the corner, and Rogers takes it to the 6-yard line. His first carry of the night. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Rogers, I think, averaged about 7 yards a carry in college, and tiny little guy. You see him on the practice field. If he's 5'6", he's a tall 5'6", but once he turns the corner, he has surprising power. We're asking Mike Mularkey, the offensive coordinator, can he block? He said, you'd be surprised. He hangs in there pretty good.
Little Darren Sproles like?
Yeah. Darren Sproles was okay the other night, too, wasn't he?
Pretty good. 2nd and 5. from the 6. Now they go back to the big back, and this is Turner fighting his way inside the 5-yard line. We tick down under a minute. Atlanta has all of its timeouts. Back to the Vic fumble again.
Well, this all is predicated upon the idea that you can influence out Prey Jerry. But Jerry was having none of it, and he just came flying up towards Mike Vick. And so that whole fake pitch was just too much time. He got there too quickly.
Falcons have taken their first timeout with 50 ticks on the clock. 64-yard return by Edwards.
And you saw Jason Peters there talking to Mike Vick saying, what happened? I didn't have a chance to get there.
3rd and 3. What's your call? Come on, you're coaching high school football.
Yeah, I don't get to call that many of them, but you know, I think in this situation you've got to take a chance. You've got big, powerful receivers on the outside, and in my opinion, you let one of them try and go up and make a play. That's the reason you go spend all that money on those guys.
What about Gonzalez?
Pretty good down there too.
Yep.
Looks like more of a zone, not man down here though.
3rd and 3. And he goes for Gonzalez. Does he stay in? Yes, he does. Touchdown for Tony Gonzalez.
Just a matter, did he gain control of it? I think his feet got down. See if he controls it in time. There's control. Are there 2 feet?
Oh boy, that's
it's just a matter where they're going to say he controls it. You can control it with one hand there. Not sure the second foot ever got down after that moment of control.
Got to think Sheffers is going to get buzzed, in a manner of speaking.
Oh boy, that's close.
And he has been. So Gonzalez, I think everybody remembers Tony, or you know now if you follow football, a great basketball player, 6'5", he can go up and get it, and he went up and got that one. But the question is, with both feet down and possession.
Working against Chaney here on this one, really had to kind of fight through him to get to the back of the end zone. Right there. Were there 2 feet down at that moment when he pinned it against his chest. I don't think you can claim until there
that he has it.
And they're 2 feet down. I think that looks pretty good.
Well, the ball is moving. I don't know. You know, you look at that right foot. It's about as close as it can get. Sheffers will go over and take a long look at whatever angles are available to him.
Well, remember also, because he's going to the ground in the process of making the catch, he has to maintain control of it, and I think he did.
Well, that foot, both feet are, well, you think they're down there. They appear to be down. I don't want to say it. Yeah,
but remember,
they do.
It was ruled a touchdown, so that's to their advantage there as well.
It is. You have to see enough to overturn it.
I think control is there. And I think there are 2 feet down, and assuming that he maintained complete possession of this ball, which I think that he does, it's going to be a touchdown. That's going to be one incredible catch for a touchdown too. I'm going to have you start calling my high school plays.
Well,
you called that one, big dog.
Well, with T. Gonzalez, you always have to think about him.
Yeah, Julio Jones was sitting there all by himself inside the goal line too.
This will give Atlanta the lead if it's upheld after it looked like Philadelphia was moving in for a possible touchdown.
After review, the receiver controlled the ball against his body with 2 feet in the end zone. It is a touchdown.
A remarkable turn of events. The fumble, Jackson with a touchdown saving tackle, but then Ryan is able to take him in by hitting Gonzalez, and now Matt Bryant to kick the extra point.
And the Eagles turned their game around last week with a play just like it from their defense, and now they have one go against them.
44 seconds remaining in the opening half. 14-10 Atlanta. Premier Week is here. Don't miss NBC's new drama series, Prime Suspect, starring Maria Bello. Premieres Thursday. Maria Bello is from the Philadelphia area, and she really is a huge Eagles fan. She's not happy at the moment. But good luck on Prime Suspect. Speaking of being an Eagles fan, Matt Ryan grew up in Philadelphia, went to school there. He grew up as a big Eagles fan. Spent a lot of time with the vet.
Yeah, a lot of big plays in this one so far to put the Falcons in front. With John Abraham offsides early led to the first touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. Then it was Jeremy Maclin sort of getting hidden in between, but Bray Jerry with the play of the game so far. And Tony Gonzalez and Matt Ryan made it stick.
Gonzalez now has 89 career touchdown passes. He was in a tie with Don Maynard, former Jet, AFL star. 10th place all time. Of course, he's only like halfway or less to Jerry Rice. That record will stand for a while. The rookie Lewis, Dion Lewis, brings it back to the 22-yard line. So Tony Gonzalez, great career at Kansas City. 50 catches in 13 consecutive years. The question is, how much longer? Take a look at this. By the end of this season, if he can stay healthy, he's going to be second all time in receptions, only behind Jerry Rice. From the 22 now, 38 seconds. Philly has 2 timeouts.
You want to be a little conservative here. You can take a shot at probably a screen, a draw, something where you're not going to turn it over.
Well, they go 4 wide. 5-man rush. Vick buys time, throws, and that's a gain to close to midfield. Steve Smith, he's going to try to get out of bounds to conserve a timeout, and he doesn't because they rule him inbounds and stopped at the 42, and the Eagles will now have to take a timeout with 26 seconds.
Well, unless you're Mike Vick, and then you look out at your screen guy and say, I don't need to go there, and go downfield to my new guy, who I love the fact that the Giants don't have him and we do now. We might hear a little something about that story next week, too. The Giants didn't feel like Steve Smith was going to be healthy until the 1st of October, and he's out here proving otherwise.
Giants go to Philadelphia next week. Giants have the Monday nighter at home tomorrow against St. Louis. 26 seconds, 1 timeout. From the 42. And coming across the line, that's Edwards, who was lined up over the center.
Encroachment, number 93, defense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
The Eagles at least trying to get into field goal range for their new rookie kicker, Alex Henry.
I'll tell you, this is one of those moments, Al, where if Mike Vick is going to run, this is a pretty good time for it. The Falcons, with a lot of guys back in coverage, should have some lanes.
Only a 3-man rush, 8 back. Vick dancing, getting away, and loses the ball again. It's picked up at the 48-yard line. John Abraham stripped it. And Atlanta gets the ball back right in front of Mike Smith and the Falcon bench. Stephen Nicholas, the linebacker, comes up with the ball.
Well, Vick was thinking run, and so were the Falcons. They go spy here with Stephen Nicholas, and his assignment is just to mirror Mike Vick wherever he may go. He has no pass responsibilities, and so he's going to run around and try and make the play. But there he is to pick it up afterwards. Great play by John Abraham coming in there and getting that strip.
Now the Falcons have it at the 50-yard line. They have 2 timeouts. Not that they'll have time for that, but with 14 seconds trying to position it for an Atlanta field goal. Philly sends 5. And they jostle Ryan, and that was Trent Cole who gets to him. Only takes 3 seconds off the clock. 11 seconds now.
You know, Trent Cole comes with that big, powerful rush all the time and just drills into Sam Baker. Now all of a sudden he comes and puts the move on him and goes right around and hits Ryan again. Trent Cole is a handful to try and block from that wide 9 technique of his.
And you'll explain that wide 9 in the second half.
No, you're going to do it. You're going to ask Andy about it.
Both of us. 2nd and 10. Ryan throws, and that's intercepted at the 40-yard line by Asamoah. Nnamdi Asamoah gets the pick, but with only 6 seconds remaining. So Philadelphia will get 1 play. The big high-priced free agent from Oakland, where he saw very little action. Nobody was throwing in his direction out there.
Yeah, they tried to clear Nnamdi out deep, but he was having none of it. He takes a look in at Matt Ryan and just jumps this one. And it was Trent Cole once again who almost took Sam Baker's helmet off on the pressure that time. And you can tell that Matt Ryan is getting just a little bit rushed. There he goes right through him, pushed him back into Matt Ryan. And the clock in Matt Ryan's head now is going pretty fast.
And that's to Macklin with 2 seconds. So they were able to get it out of bounds and move it a little closer so that Vic can maybe launch one into the end zone. For Asamoah, he was so good as a cover corner, obviously, in Oakland. Last year he had no interceptions because he hardly saw any action.
Yeah, he had, what, about 7 or 8 interceptions, I think, one year, and then really none since. And they're going to try a monster field goal here with the rookie.
So this is going to be a 63-yarder, which would tie, unless they put the ball in front of the 47-yard line. This may be officially 62. We'll see where he spots the ball, but this conceivably could tie an NFL record. Janikowski kicked one last week in the Oakland-Denver game, and this one's not even close, bouncing at the goal line. Pretty crazy ending to the first half. Falcons will get the second half kickoff. They lead 14-10 at the break. The Toyota halftime show coming up after these messages from your local NBC station.
Detective Timoney.
How you doing?
Suck it.
Okay. She may be a little gruff.
Where is the girl?
And her methods?
I'm not kidding you. I will frame you for something.
Maybe out there.
So what did he look like, the shooter?
I don't know.
Tall, was it man, woman, hat, beard, spaceship?
Is she allowed to be like this?
Because sometimes you just need a little attitude.
Hey! Put it out! Thank you.
She is one sweet lady. This Thursday,
Hello, gentlemen, NYPD. Hands, please, hands.
Maria Bello shines as TV's next great detective.
How's that sit?
She's compelling.
Don't move! Don't you move!
The show is all hers.
You got it? I got it. What happened to your face?
Good day at work.
Maria Bello stars in Prime Suspect. Premieres this Thursday, 10/9 Central on NBC.
3 rows of first-class seating. Quieter than Lexus RX 350. And better fuel economy than Acura MDX. In other words, kids aren't the only ones being taken to school. Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus get $1,000 cash allowance when you purchase a 2011 Buick Enclave.
Right now, you can get the best TV package in the country and lightning-fast internet for only $64.99 a month. Time out! This offer just got better. For a limited time, when you bundle Cincinnati Bell's internet with DirecTV service, you'll also get DirecTV's 2011 NFL Sunday ticket at no extra charge. So switch today and get free HD and DirecTV's NFL Sunday ticket for only $64.99 a month for 12 months. It's the unbeatable HD bundle. Call, click, or come into a store today. Cincinnati Bell, right here for you and more bang for your buck.
The McDonald's Bacon and Cheese Angus Third Pounder. Before taking it on, one must study it first. Rushing in unprepared may prove overwhelming with all that juicy 100% Angus beef. There, you've found a point of entry. The bacon beckons like a springboard to paradise. One small bite for man, etc., etc. Angus Axiom number 11. Bring on the bacon. Savor one of 3 Angus Third Pounders for just $3.99 at McDonald's.
Time and money. Both are running out. One last chance
to get the biggest savings on the last of the 2011 Toyotas. Get 0% financing on 8 Toyota models: Camry, Corolla, Avalon, RAV4, Highlander, Sienna, Venza, and Tundra. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a complimentary maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Don't miss Toyota's last chance clearance. See your Toyota dealer now.
Watch Dr. Oz at 4.
Then stay for News 5 at 5 Monday.
Opportunity is knocking at your door.
Buy and sell tickets safely and securely at NFL.com Ticket Exchange.
Welcome to the Toyota Halftime Show, brought to you by Toyota, moving forward.
At the half, Michael Vick is 14 of 19 with a touchdown, but he's also lost a couple of fumbles, and his Eagles trail the Falcons 14-10. More from Atlanta coming up, but right now to New York and Dan Patrick.
All right, Bob, with Tony Dungy and Rodney Harrison, looked like the Eagles had this game well in hand going in for another score. Michael Vick, you said the key was to relax when you talked to him on Friday. Is he trying to do too much?
Well, he started off great, but I think the 2 fumbles now, it really is going to be critical. If I'm Andy Reid, I would be talking to him right now. Stay with your reads. Don't try to win the game all by yourself.
What do you think of the Falcons' offensive game plan?
Atlanta had a good game plan. They came in early. They established a run. Then they kind of got away from it. If they want to win this football game, they have to continue to run the ball.
All right, let's take a look at the Week 2 highlights. The marquee games led by the Bears and the Saints in New Orleans. Devery Henderson, one of the faster players in the league, and you'll get no argument from the secondary of the Bears that let him go. Drew Brees finds him. He threw for 3 touchdowns, 30-13 final. Seahawks, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger left the game briefly after taking a low hit in the first half. Here, connecting with Mike Wallace, they knock out the Seahawks 24-0. Heisman on Heisman crime. Charles Woodson picks off Cam Newton twice. Packers top the Panthers despite a second straight 400-yard passing game for Newton. Chargers, Patriots, another clinic for Tom Brady. 423 more yards, 3 touchdowns, including a pair to Rob Gronkowski as they win it by 2 touchdowns. Cowboys, Niners. Tony Romo got drilled by Carlos Rogers, third play of the game, fractured a rib, but came back, down 10 in the fourth quarter, ties the game in overtime. Jesse Holley, 77 yards down to the 1-yard line. Dan Bailey would kick the field goal as the Cowboys win it in overtime, but Romo with the fractured rib. Your thoughts on Romo's performance?
Tony Romo had every built-in excuse to quit. They were losing. He had a cracked rib. And even after he cracked his rib, he came in and threw for 300 yards. Dan, I had a cracked rib. I missed 2-3 weeks of football with a cracked rib.
So Romo's tougher than you.
I'm glad you're not Dallas quarterback.
Don't get beside yourself.
Miles Austin, hamstring injury. Felix Jones separated shoulder. They got the Redskins coming up. Packers win 2-0. You got concerns?
I do. That secondary has been torched 2 weeks in a row, giving up 800 yards passing. Now, we expected Drew Brees to put up some numbers, but 400 yards from Cam Newton has to have the Green Bay defensive coaches a little bit alarmed.
All right, guys. When we come back, Bob Costas on 2 unlikely fast starters in the NFL. But first, here's a look at Toyota's Ideas for Good program.
Tim Whitmer used Toyota's solar-powered ventilation system to create a kitchen ventilation system capable of eliminating smoke inhalation and potentially saving millions of lives in the developing world. To learn more about Ideas for Good, visit toyota.com/ideasforgood.
It's no coincidence the Toyota Tundra has received the most dependable large pickup award from J.D. Power and Associates. Not once, not twice, but 6 years in a row. Now that's a statement no other truck can make. The full-size Tundra from Toyota.
Back in Atlanta at halftime of Eagles-Falcons. It's true we're basing this on early returns, but the Detroit Lions, 48-3 conquerors of the Kansas City Chiefs today, are emerging as one of the season's big stories. The Lions are 2-0, but more significantly, they've won 6 straight since they took their last 4 of the 2010 season. And for whatever it may be worth, they also won all 4 of their preseason games. Matthew Stafford is becoming a first-rate quarterback on a team many now view as a legitimate contender. This following a 4-40 stretch, including an 0-16 2008, the upside of which was getting the #1 pick that yielded Stafford. Stafford, touted for stardom from the jump, is a much different story than Buffalo's Ryan Fitzpatrick, a 7th-round pick out of that noted football factory, Harvard University. Harvard has produced 5 U.S. presidents, 45 Nobel Prize winners, and 38 Pulitzer winners. It's easier to count the number of quarterbacks from Harvard in the modern history of the NFL, because that number is 1, Ryan Fitzpatrick, whose team, like the Lions, is now 2-0 after he directed a last-minute drive to beat Oakland, capping it with his 7th touchdown pass of the young season. It might be worth noting here that Buffalo and Detroit are among the cities hit hardest by the nation's economic downturn. And while it's nonsense to suggest that the fortunes of the local team are going to do you much good when the repo man shows up, it is true that spirits can be lifted. So, like chicken soup, it couldn't hurt in Buffalo, and if the once formidable Bills return to the playoffs for the first time since 1999. And certainly they'd be celebrating in Detroit if Justin Verlander pitches the Tigers into the World Series and Matthew Stafford somehow pitches the Lions to their first Super Bowl ever. Hey, it's week 2. Let hope abound. Here's a program reminder. Tomorrow morning on Today, former President Bill Clinton, who happened to be in office the last time the Lions and Bills went to the postseason, will be in studio live to talk about his global initiative with Matt Lauer. That and more tomorrow on Today. And we're back with the second half from Atlanta next.
This has been the Toyota Halftime Show, brought to you by Toyota, moving forward.
Warning! Warning! You are hereby advised that the return of new comedy on NBC Thursday might just knock you off your feet. Phyllis! Community kicks off the new season at 8/7 Central.
What's up?
John Goodman's here.
That's what's up.
Then, could there be anything as charming as a new Parks and Rec?
Hi, I'm Chris.
I'm sorry.
Wow, that usually works.
And, write it down, James Spader joins the office.
I don't use ballpoint pens.
You'll finally find out who's the new manager.
The search committee decided on...
Come on, you think we're going to tell you in the promo?
False.
But we do think it's time you get a good look at Whitney.
What are you watching?
Oh, hold on, okay?
See what critics are calling her primetime gold.
That is your parents!
So who has diabetes?
Then, Maria Bello tops off the night as America's next great detective in Prime Suspect.
Everybody get on board because this is happening.
Oh, we're with you. Welcome back to Thursday on NBC.
If you think you have to trade power for fuel economy, think again. Lincoln MKX. Visit your local Lincoln dealer for this exceptional lease offer, plus 4 years complimentary maintenance on Lincoln MKX. It's not just luxury, it's smarter than that.
Dear Donato's, I just finished a self-portrait series called Me Enjoying Every Item on Donato's Menu. What do you think? Triumphantly yours, Roger.
Well, Raj, we just finished our own work of art.
Introducing Donato's new brick oven style pizzas. The pepperoni meatball, the 5 cheese, and the Sicilian chicken. Or choose your favorite topping for just $10. Try the new brick oven style pizzas today for just $10. Only at Donato's.
The difference is delicious.
It's truckloads and truckloads and truckloads of new Hondas arriving daily at your Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Honda dealers. Accords, Civics, Pilots, CRVs, Odysseys. Lease with zero due at signing or drive off today with rates as low as 0.9%. It's a huge selection, great prices, and special financing like zero due at signing and 0.9% financing. We've got the cars, you'll love the deals by the truckload at your Cincinnati Northern Kentucky Honda dealers and at mycincinnatihondadealer.com.
Wake up with Lisa Cooney and Todd Dykes, News 5 Today before the Today Show.
Now, I don't need no money. I don't need no fame. I don't need no fancy suits just to look the same. Now, I don't want to toil just to pay my dues. 'Cause in the end, baby, all I really need is you.
The ones you love football too.
All I really need is you.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Halftime, 14-10. Atlanta leading as we get ready to start the third quarter at the Georgia Dome.
Well, now it's time for the first half analysis presented by Toyota. And it is a good opportunity now for the Atlanta Falcons with the lead to get back to what they did so well early, which is run against this wide 9 defense. That was a big touchdown by Tony Gonzalez, because now they can get back to what they had early in the first quarter, which is success just pounding it at this defense. There you go, a little analysis presented by Toyota. Something new.
I like that.
Very good.
Now Michael's Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. We start the second half with a touchback. And let's check in with Michelle.
Well, Matt Ryan has only 53 passing yards here in this first half. Mike Smith told me at halftime they have got to protect him better, and he's got to get rid of the football quicker. But he told his team at halftime to play with the same energy he saw from them in the first half, and he said, we have got to make hay on this first drive on offense. Al. And
we'll take a look and see what happens on this drive. If they can make a little bit of hay, Michelle, it's first down from the 20-yard line. Came out running the ball tonight. Let's see if they go back to that with Turner as the primary back. And Turner is going to get taken down in the backfield by Trent Cole. So Cole's able to penetrate. Lost to 1, second down and 11.
Well, if you don't block Trent Cole, usually he's going to make a play. He's too fast off the backside, and you think because he's out there that wide that you don't have to block him, but you do. For Trent Cole, he is a guy that is absolutely relentless. They are waving in defensive linemen now, and I didn't get a chance to talk to him about it. I would imagine Trent Cole probably not too happy about it. He doesn't like to ever come out.
He was a find in the 5th round back in 05. 7 stellar seasons along that Eagle defensive front. Ryan in the pocket, got jostled, gets sacked. And that's Jason Babin, the free agent from the Tennessee Titans, who comes in with a sack. So a loss of 1 on the first play, and then a sack on the second play.
Yeah, you finally get Trent Cole blocked, and all of a sudden your best offensive lineman, Tyson Clabo, can't get Jason Babin blocked. And it's been that kind of night. And for really, when you're playing this Eagles team, you cannot give them those kinds of plays. They're only rushing 4 and having great success. This is a very different looking Eagles defense now.
Babin had 2 sacks last week in St. Louis. 3rd and 15. And Ryan's going to be forced to take off. Slides to a stop 4 yards short of the first down. So a 3 and out. And they did not make hay, as Michelle was saying Mike Smith wanted to do on this first series. 3 and out, and Andy Reid's team will get the ball back.
Yeah, just what the doctor ordered there for Andy Reid. Come out there, A, stop the run on first down, B, get a sack, and then get Matt Ryan running. That one doesn't scare you too much.
They send Macklin back to receive the kick. The rookie Matt Bosher to send it down to him. Fair catch called for, and made it the 40-yard line. Vic and friends go to work at that spot. 14-10 Atlanta.
Hey Wendy, me and the boys, we like our chicken with a little heat.
Well, let's answer that call with a truckload of spicy chicken for the Branch Street Firehouse. We only use tender, whole breast fillets, kicked up with our blend of peppers and spices.
That's a great sandwich. Got some zing to it, huh?
Our spicy chicken is the perfect balance between flavor and heat.
Got a good kick, huh? You need a good kick.
Try one today, because like these guys, you know when it's real.
Firefighter tested, firefighter approved. I agree.
Wouldn't it be cool if you took the top down on a crossover? If your car could adapt 30 times faster than you could blink. If your transmission never changed gears. Wouldn't it be cool if your car knew exactly who you were? If there were buttons for this. Wouldn't it be cool if it could handle the kids and the Nürburgring? If it had eyes down the road. If going electric could feel, well, electric. Or what if you built a car in Tennessee that could change the world? Yeah, that would be cool. Nissan. Innovation for today. Innovation for tomorrow. Innovation for all.
Sunday Night Football being brought to you by the Droid Bionic. Control it, and then you control everything. Only at Verizon. By Wendy's, you know when it's real. By Nissan, innovation for today, innovation for tomorrow, innovation for all. And by Best Buy. And that's the East Lake Golf Club here in Atlanta, beginning Thursday, the final stop of the PGA Tour playoffs of the FedEx Cup, the Tour Championship. You can see Webb Simpson on top right now. Dustin Johnson is second. And that's the way they'll line up as play begins on Thursday on the Golf Channel, and then Saturday and Sunday on NBC. First down from the 40-yard line for Vick, who steps up to avoid the pressure and then has been intercepted at the 50-yard line. Kelvin Hayden, the former Colt. The Eagles are saying no, he didn't pick it off. But the ruling on the field is that he did. And what a last few minutes for Michael Vick.
Yeah, and this has been his Achilles heel. When they bring blitzes, he sees it, he knows it's coming, he gets out of the way, but he makes an awkward throw. Teams continue to make plays against Vick off of the blitz, and until he proves he can beat it, he's going to keep seeing it.
And Hayden going down, and there's nothing to overturn. The ruling on the field was good. No challenge. The ball is at the 49-yard line. And underneath, checking down, and he hits Turner inside the 30. He goes, still on his feet, inside the 20. And then Matthews goes all the way back down the field to wrestle him to the turf at the 17-yard line.
Well, Moses Foku had a shot way up the field. And sometimes you get those quick change of possessions like that, and you're just not quite ready defensively. Just dump it down to Turner, and there's Foku, and you missed that tackle. And it's a big play, and I tell you, the Falcons have just taken advantage of the Eagles' mistakes. The Eagles have way more yards in this game.
Gain of 32. The ball is at the 17. Fake draw. Over the middle, that is caught. Gonzalez for the touchdown. Tony Gonzalez scoring at the end of the first half, scoring to begin the second half. Well, that's making hay on that drive.
What a great job. Gonzalez, first of all, is going to stymie Trent Cole and then stick and move against Jared Page inside. Get that big body out there. It all sets up with the fact that not only could Gonzalez get down and catch the ball, but he stymied Trent Cole there. Very professional play, and Tony Gonzalez is having a huge night.
4 catches, 49 yards. Of course, they review every scoring play. And Sheffers has been buzzed to come on over and take another look about whether Gonzalez got into the end zone or not. He's going to keep the football regardless. When does the knee go down?
In the end zone.
Yeah, I don't see any.
No, I would
return that. Possession clear. Wrestled down.
Maybe a little, maybe they're wondering if the ball came loose. But it clearly did not, and it definitely did not before he crossed the goal line. And I'm not sure he was in the act of going to the ground as he made the catch anyway. So
I'm not sure what, why you would buzz down on something like that.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
Yeah, Sheffers only had to take one quick look at it. I mean, that's one of those things where you wonder why to even buzz to begin with.
You just wonder how much longer Tony Gonzalez can be at the top of his game. You know, you've been hearing rumors his yards per catch kind of have fallen over the last couple years. Oh, he's losing a step, whatever. The guy is a playmaker, both blocking and tackling tonight, and receiving.
Third extra point of the night for Matt Bryant. And the Atlanta Falcons have gone out to an 11-point lead early third quarter.
Whoa, that's not a Miller Lite.
Oh, light beer is light beer.
No, Miller Lite has more taste.
That's strike 2. One more, I'm taking your man card.
My man card? What was strike 1? Hey, B, I'm going to the bathroom. You coming?
What?
Come on. Together.
You're right.
Man up and choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
Ladies' room? Phil, you coming?
What are your chances?
50-50.
If you were a casino game, you'd have the best odds.
Rolling Stone says it's achingly hilarious and heartfelt. One of the best films you'll see this year.
Nice head. Can I touch it?
You can do more than touch it.
50-50. Rated R. In theaters September 30th.
This is not only the master of all droids, it's the master of all machines. So powerful, anything you download on your computer is available on your droid Bionic. Instantly, wirelessly, at Verizon 4G LTE speed. Never sync with a cord again. The Droid Bionic by Motorola. Control it, and you control everything.
What part of the chicken is nugget? We're KFC. Our cooks don't make nuggets. They make popcorn chicken. Real 100% off-the-bone premium breast meat. Now you can try a large order for just $2.99. Today tastes so good.
Benson. Get ready to get happy. He's your new partner? I'm just showing him the ropes.
New SVU returns this Wednesday on NBC.
This coming Thursday, James Spader joins The Office. Everybody wants to know who'll be the new boss. The season premiere of The Office this Thursday, right here on NBC. A lot of stuff to look at right after this kickoff. One, we're going to go back to that Kelvin Hayden interception. We have 20/20 hindsight, different angles and all of that, and then Gonzalez with the touchdown. Here's Lewis to the 30-yard line. So go back to the Hayden pick. He was signed by Philadelphia at the beginning of the month. And take a look whether or not you would have won a challenge on this. Reed had the option to challenge and did not.
I don't think there's any question this ball hits the ground. It bounces back up. Andy Reid had a challenge earlier, but he won. So he still had 2 in his possession and chose not to challenge that one, and it was expensive.
From the 30-yard line on first down, they start on the ground with McCoy, and McCoy explodes over the left side for a gain of 23.
Well, if you've watched enough of the Philadelphia Eagles, you know this is a long way from over. Once again, Jason Peters, watch what he's going to do here. Redirect one guy and then go get the linebacker. That's what made the play, no question about it.
First down, 47-yard line. Jackson is not in the game. They're looking at his arm on the Philadelphia sideline. And Vic out of his tight formation finds his tight end Selleck to the 40-yard line, and we go to Michelle.
Yeah, Rick Burkholder, the trainer for the Eagles, is sitting with Deshaun Jackson, and they're working on that left forearm. It looks almost like they're massaging a knot out of it. It's hard to tell what's going on, but this has been bothering Jackson since the end of the first half. And yeah, he's not taking the field, much to his chagrin now.
No, not. That's one of the reasons that Macklin has returned the last couple of punts have been sent back there in Jackson's stead. Second down and 2. And with some tough running, that's McCoy breaking tackles, and LaShawn picks up a Philadelphia first down.
You know, it's kind of interesting for the Atlanta Falcons defensively. The 2 guys that made that interception work, James Sanders on the blitz and Kelvin Hayden picking it off. Both guys signed right before the start of the season. And really, Mike Smith said, they're too good of players. I just got to get them in. I know they don't know the defense completely, but I've got to get them on the field, and it paid off there.
To the outside, that pass is caught by Macklin. Macklin is inside the 10. Down the sideline he goes, and that's a touchdown. So Jackson or no Jackson, Macklin's still in the game, and it's a 36-yard catch and run. 70 yards, 4 plays in less than 2 minutes.
Jason Peters once again here. Watch the athleticism. He's going to set him up inside, get out in front. That is just tremendous. I mean, to get a big guy playing tackle that can pass protect like he does and work his way down the field, God didn't create many people like him.
And Sanders saw that truck coming down the freeway at him.
Man.
Alex Henry for the point after. And so that Atlanta touchdown is quickly answered by an Eagle touchdown. And with exactly 10 minutes to go in the third quarter, shaping up as a beauty, 21-17 Falcons.
What if everything ran on gas? Then again, what if everything didn't? The 100% electric, zero gas Nissan Leaf. Innovation for the planet, innovation for all.
Look alive, fools. You know it's Sunday, right?
Yeah, but we're waiting for the boss. We have this big presentation.
Shame on you for letting the man keep you down. You need to stick it to him with DirecTV. It's on. Only DirecTV gives you every game every Sunday afternoon live on your laptop, tablet, or cell phone.
Nice. Holy.
Hey.
Now NFL Sunday Ticket is included at no extra charge. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Everyone under 30, step to your right. 50 and over to your left. These are your teams.
Does age really matter? Whew. Biggest Loser Battle of the Ages, this Tuesday on NBC. This is Sunday night.
And on this Sunday night, Ryan ready to come back out on the field. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. And the kickoff is taken 5 yards in the end zone by Eric Weems, who brings it out to the 14-yard line. Talked about Ryan growing up in the Philadelphia area. He was the number 3 overall pick back in 08. Went to William Penn Charter School. And he was a great athlete. Basketball, baseball. Nice form right there on the mound. Of course, football. He was there when Andy Reid took over as the head coach of the Eagles back in 1999. Loved the Eagles, gets drafted by the Falcons. His 4th year in the league. Went to the Pro Bowl last season. From the 15-yard line on first down. Ryan. And that one is picked off at the 37 by Asante Samuel. And he brings it back down to the 22-yard line. This is wild. Fumbles and interceptions intended for Jones. And now Vic is back in great shape.
A catch by Asante Samuel right out here. He always plays off. He likes to look at the quarterback, read his eyes. You see him break on the football.
Yep. Well, let's take a look here. Whoa.
I think that's a catch. That is one heck of a play by Asante Samuel. A lot of people were wondering who were the corners going to be after they got everybody.
Well, I think they're going to challenge this. Smith does throw the flag. He's going to contend that the point of the ball hit the turf. Does the point of the football make contact with the turf? So Smith throws the flag, and here comes Jeffers.
But even if it does, if you have it controlled, it's still an interception.
Atlanta is challenging the ruling on the field that the pass was intercepted. We'll review the play. Timeout.
This is crazy. Back and forth we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Challenged by Atlanta.
When you're looking for a twist,
Crack open a Bud Light Lime. The great taste of Bud Light with a twist. Bud Light Lime. All the refreshment of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Bud Light Lime. It's Bud Light with a twist.
Ready for this? Game's over. Yes, they killed Craig and Harris. Close the tower. Everybody gets found.
Killer Elite. Rated R. Friday.
In the Outback, we know how to light a fire. Come on into Outback and try our new wood fire grill. For a limited time, try our juicy sirloin with tender chicken or succulent shrimp or delicious mahi. All at a way down on the price, just $12.99. It's always fresh in the Outback.
Look at that guy. You made him best man at your wedding. Now he's making you watch a replay every time he does something decent. Gets a first down? Replay. 35-yard completion? Replay. Kicks a field goal? You guessed it. Replay. He's relentless, like the honey badger. But guess what's going to happen when you run that fake punt in for a score? That's right. Replay, you little...
Madden NFL 12. Find a rival and then own him. Rated E for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
PlayStation.
I just couldn't help myself.
I make more money than my father.
Don't let the fluffy tales fool you.
Papa, please.
You killed the wrong guy.
The Playboy Club premieres tomorrow, 10/9 Central on NBC.
All kinds of stuff going on. There's Asante Samuel. He is going back to the locker room. We'll get that report. We're still waiting on the challenge here. Take a look at this. The question is, does it hit his arm or does it hit the ground? The point of the ball, if it's the arm, it's fine. If it hits the ground and it doesn't alter the control of it, then it still would be legal. If it alters control of it, then it would not be.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. Atlanta will be charged with their first timeout.
So Jeffers, very briefly, and I think part of it is even if the ball had touched the ground at that point, if it doesn't alter the control that Samuel had of it, it can't be overturned. If it alters control, it would have been.
Yeah, and he said it stands and wasn't confirmed. It was just too close to call, basically.
Right. So Samuel goes to the locker room, but offensively Jackson is back in. He's outside Macklin. Philly sets up at the 22-yard line. And they run a draw with McCoy, and he gets tackled by the ankles by Stephen Nicholas.
One of the things that Andy Reid believes in is that you throw it early, try and grab a lead, and that you run it late when defenses get tired. It worked to perfection against the Rams a week ago. As LaShawn McCoy averaged about 20 yards a carry in the fourth quarter of that one.
One of those guys who gets stronger the later in the game it is. 2nd and 5. Swing it out to McCoy. And McCoy trying to juke his way past Lofton. Abraham, meanwhile, hit Vick as he got it away. And it will be 3rd down and 3 after a gain of 2 yards.
Well, John Abraham now starting to get a little traction going, too, on the outside. Takes Harriman with that inside move. And the reason he's playing the left side, he said, I don't want Mike Vick to see me. He said, I can use my entire arsenal if I'm out of his vision. That time went to the inside move.
Vick on a 3rd and 3. Gonna run. Has the first down. Inside the 10. It'll be 1st down and goal. He's tackled there by Lofton.
Well, when you get Mike Vick on the edge, all you need is a little double team action right here on the outside guy, and they stay all over Ray Edwards. And that's the 2nd time tonight that Mike Vick on a 3rd and 3 has been able to pick it up with his legs.
Vick has rushed 6 times for 25 yards. Back to McCoy. Around the corner and into the end zone goes LaShawn McCoy. Touchdown. And the Eagles take the lead again.
Oh, what a great block down there by Deshaun Jackson to polish this thing off. But this play is just so tough. You're going to get Vick sort of rolling this way, and you don't know if he's going to hand it off or keep going. So defensively, you got to fly up the field, and then you just don't have enough people to support. But look at Jackson finish that thing off.
Takes Grimes out of the play.
There's Jackson right there, and he had him pinned down on the goal line and didn't let him off.
Alex Henry to tack on the extra point. 2 quick scores by Philadelphia after Atlanta had gone up by 11. Almost halfway through the third quarter, it's now Philadelphia by 3.
Are you curious about new ideas? Do you want to learn a new language? Or just a new word? Maybe you want to know more about anatomy or astronomy. You could master something new or uncover a hidden talent. There's never been a better time to learn.
Look down. It's high time to make our floor look better and feel softer. How about we start with the guaranteed low price on the carpet, the pad, and installation. Let's get peace of mind for a lifetime. It all adds up to better carpet at a better price and a great looking room transformed. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get 12-month special financing on carpet purchases when you use your Home Depot credit card.
You're so beautiful.
Daddy, you're home! You live here and you don't know about the murders.
Peter Warren Slaughterhouse.
Did you know the people who used to live here?
Everybody who lives in this house gets killed.
Stay away from my family!
Who are you?
Dream House. Rated PG-13.
All right.
Why is it I feel we should all be wearing helmets?
Wednesday.
I don't want your lousy case.
Things are about to get hairy.
You're the only one I know who can win it. You're about to charm the pants off me. I promise you, it won't be pretty.
The new season of Harry's Law premieres Wednesday, 9/8 Central on NBC.
We go to Indianapolis for Sunday Night Football. The Steelers got back on track today, knocking off Seattle. Ben Roethlisberger got hurt in the first half, but came back into the game. And they'll take on the Colts. Interesting to see what Tony Dungy has to say on football night about his former team minus Peyton Manning. And Weems from 4 yards in. Breaks a tackle. Gets spun down at the 19-yard line. So on the Philadelphia bench, take a look at this. Here's McCoy. He scores. Howard Mudd is the offensive line coach. Now wait till we widen out here. Howard Mudd has a cane. He's going to have his hip replaced at the end of October, the bye week. So there he is doing a little, whatever you call that.
He still got vertical, man. He
still
went on his good hip. That was impressive.
There is Howard Mudd, who was a great offensive lineman, was in Indianapolis for many, many years on Tony's staff there, Dungy's staff, and he was retired from the 18-yard line. That was Turner. And when Andy Reid had to make all of those changes, he calls Howard Mudd. Where is he? He's at Leisure World in Arizona. He's ready to get on his golf cart. He hangs up the phone. His wife says, he offered you a job, didn't he? You going to take it? Well, man, yep, there he is.
Once it's in your blood, there's really no going back. And boy, he's had quite the challenge here. A lot of changes on that offensive line, and he's making it work, especially those last couple of drives.
2nd and 11 now from the 18-yard line. And a flutter ball might have had contact. Intended for Gonzalez. Ball wobbling out of his hand. 3rd down and 11.
And for Matt Ryan, this is go time here. Trent Cole is going to get the pressure again, and he's causing Matt Ryan all kinds of problems here. Can't follow through with the throw. Jaquay Parker's helmet's coming off. This is Eagles time right now when they have you 3rd and 12. Great corners on the outside. Pass rushers up front. This is tough here.
3rd and 11. Ryan buying time, but that secondary does a great job. Page covering the intended receiver. Snelling, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is not a good sign. Matt Ryan's taken a lot of hits tonight. I understand this, but he's starting to react a little bit how he did last week against Chicago. Feeling it before it's really even there. That was a pretty good pocket. He had time to stand there and deliver that one in, but I think they're starting to get to him mentally just a bit here.
Matt Bosher to punt. This will be his 5th punt. And Deshaun Jackson now back to receive this one. This is a booming boot. Jackson backs up to the 33-yard line. He's going to try to come all the way across the field. He's already back 19 yards from where he caught it. And turns out to be an ill-advised run back.
Well, if I had to pick an MVP tonight, there's my guy, Jason Peters. He has had some night getting the hook block on the outside on that one against Sidbury. Blocking people to the ground and playing fullback as well as he leads Macklin down the field for the touchdown.
That last punt, 49 yards, and then Jackson minus 10 on the return, so 59 net. First down from the 23-yard line as Vic starts this drive out of the gun.
The Falcons start coming back to the blitz. They've had success.
Not here. Just has a ton of time and throws, and that's caught by Macklin, who takes
Unbelievable. Unbelievable that he's done it again.
Yep.
Dante Robinson again. No doubt about it. I thought it looked like direct shot to the helmet. He did the same thing a season ago to Deshaun Jackson. Let's see.
They both wound up with concussions, and he got a $50,000 fine.
No doubt about it.
Leads with his helmet.
He's going to get it again. He actually called and apologized to Deshaun Jackson when it happened a season ago, and for the 2nd time in 2 years.
They both left the field. He had a $50,000 fine, which got reduced to $25,000 after he appealed. He's going to get another one.
Deserved.
I mean, they make it pretty simple. All the officials go to camp and say you can't leave with your head. Real simple.
And Al, there was plenty of time to react on that one. I mean, that is lowering the head. There's rules against launching. He almost launched his way into this one. He didn't leave the 2nd foot, so he won't get for that, but he was definitely head hunting, and that is awful. That's how people get seriously hurt in this game.
And you're not even using your arm, so forget about a form tackle or any other kind of legal tackle. You just lead with your helmet, and that's what happens. And Macklin, at least Macklin knew it was coming, for what that's worth. Split second in front.
Still in the process, though, of making the catch and trying to make a move. He was not under control, not a runner at that point.
And the flag cost him 15, and Eagles will have it at the Atlanta 46-yard line. So Macklin out, Riley Cooper is in the game. That's Cooper at the bottom of the screen. And McCoy will take it. There's some blocking out in front, but that's a good tackle, knifing through to take him down after a very short gain. Edwards able to make the play, gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
And I know it's a quick reaction game, and I probably shouldn't get so fired up, but you know, there's other ways to play this game, and you know, the big hits and all that, it's a thing of the past. The commissioner is relentless on this one, and he should be.
And especially with repeat offenders. 2nd down and 8. And Vic getting chased, and Vic will just throw that one incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Philadelphia.
In case you're wondering, outside the pocket, no problem here. Macklin back in the game. Happy to see that.
Total yardage, more than twice as many yards. Turnovers have been a huge part of the game. 3 by Philadelphia, 2 by Atlanta. 3rd and 8. And that pass is dropped by Jason Avant, the normally very sure-handed Jason Avant. Catches almost everything that comes his way.
Curtis Lofton almost had a pick 6 here. I can't believe he missed it. Right here is going to run out and run right underneath this ball. Vic never sees him. I thought it was going to be a touchdown. Just a little bit behind him. Maybe he saw him at the last second. Boy, when I saw that one set up, I was like, that is a touchdown for the Falcons.
Distracted Avant enough. Chaz Henry, rookie out of Florida. Eric Weems back to run it back. He's going to let it go. Bouncing at the 15-yard line.
That is a huge mistake by Weems.
Beautiful.
Huge mistake.
And Anderson downs the ball inside the 1-yard line. 5.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter, and the Atlanta Falcons will take over inside their own 1. The numbers tonight. Tough night for Ryan so far through the year. 102, 2 picks.
And I tell you, for Matt Ryan, this is one of those games that doesn't go away anytime soon. This is a Michael Vick fan base. A lot of people around here wearing number 7 jerseys, not just for the Eagles. Yeah, they remember. And for Matt Ryan, all the winning that he's done, he would like to make that thing go away, at least to some extent, with a win here tonight. And right now, they're going backwards.
From the 1, trying to buy some space. Give it to the fullback, Mahaley. You know, let's face it, the Michael Vick thing, everybody knows about it. It's been talked about for a few years. Bob did a great interview, I thought, on Football Night, which I hope many of you saw. Some people will never forgive him. Some people have forgiven him. In Atlanta, you're right. He's probably the biggest. I mean, along with Henry Aaron, maybe the #1 hero here. But he's a guy, he's done everything he can do in his mind to redeem himself.
Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of people that will never, no matter what, forgive him. And let's face it, it was pretty horrendous what he did.
No question. Ryan deep downfield, and that's incomplete. And the play is made by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, intended for Julio Jones. 3rd down. We go to Michelle.
Well, Asante Samuel, you saw him go into the locker room earlier. He is still there with an open, dislocated finger. He's getting stitches. His return is probable. He's just still in there getting those stitches and getting wrapped up to come back out, Al.
Well, Samuel, he heard it on the on that pick. So Rodgers-Cromartie, who's no bum. I mean, this is a guy who went to a Pro Bowl when he was with the Arizona Cardinals, plays that other corner.
I'll tell you what, throwing it against the Eagles, good luck.
3rd and 9. Ryan was trying to get out of the end zone, and he does for a gain of 1. That is Jenkins, Colin Jenkins, making the tackle. And now with no space at all, the rookie punter for the Falcons will have to boot it out of the back of the end zone. Matt Bosher.
Trent Cole on this bull rush is just destroying Sam Baker, throwing him right back into the quarterback, and almost the safety on this one. But Al, I'm going to tell you what, I've been around a long time watching cornerbacks. They've got their backup in here now, and the coverage is about as good as I've seen on any team. With the way they rush the passer and the way they can cover, better not fall behind the Eagles this year.
Bosher's going to get it away quickly. And it's a terrible kick. It goes out of bounds. He's thinking about just getting rid of it, making sure it doesn't get blocked. And that is going to give Philadelphia the football in Atlanta territory, deep in Atlanta territory. When they finally march it off, it's going to be around the 20-yard line. 18-yard kick. Out of bounds. Shank.
Yep.
Golf or football, you name it.
Tell you what, I'd like to start a couple of drives on the Falcons' 20-yard line. Mike Vick at quarterback.
Well, you got a rookie punter back of the end zone, has to get it away, and on the other end you got Deshaun Jackson. There's Samuel, who now comes back out to the Philadelphia bench. Philly has it at the 20-yard line. 4 minutes to go in the period. 2-yard gain for McCoy to the 18-yard line, tackled there by Sean Weatherspoon.
Well, there's no doubt this has been a one-sided game, and yet if the Falcons can find a way to hold the Eagles to a field goal attempt here, they're still right there, just one drive away from taking the lead.
Atlanta hanging in because of those 3 Philadelphia turnovers, but then the Falcons have turned it over twice themselves. 2nd and 8. Four-man rush. Vick over the middle, and then it's bobbled by Selleck and almost intercepted. Selleck had it at the 3-yard line, and then it's William Moore who was there and almost had the pick.
Well, Mike Vick that time had to throw it a little bit behind Selleck to get it through the throwing lanes here. And really, that's a pretty routine catch that almost turned into a disaster. But when you saw this thing from behind, you could tell that Vick had no choice but to throw it right there.
3rd and 8. Over the middle, that is caught, and that's going to be a first down as Macklin on a 3rd and 8 converts to make it 1st and goal.
And I think Mike Vick took a big shot on that one.
He did, and down he goes. Back at the 25-yard line. Now Vince Young is inactive. Mike Kafka is the backup quarterback, and there he is. And Andy Reid is going to call a timeout so that if Vick is able to come back in with the timeout, runs into his own man.
Yeah, it looked like William Moore coming on the blitz, and then when he got contact, legal shot, he slung him into maybe the helmet of Todd Harriman.
Right.
And Mike Vick is going out, but I tell you, that was a tremendous play by Vick. Saw the pressure coming, knew he was going to take a shot, and now has to go to the sideline after picking up a huge first down.
So now Mike Kafka comes in, 2nd year with the team, played his college football at Northwestern. Again, Vince Young is hurt. They picked him up from Tennessee to be the backup. There are Kafka's numbers at Northwestern, and this is his NFL debut. He did not get into a game last season. 1st and goal from the 9. And Kafka's first NFL play is a handoff to McCoy. And McCoy still running around. Turns no gain into half the distance to the goal line. 2nd and goal.
I am just amazed at the number of plays. You know the Falcons knew Kafka wasn't going to come in and throw the ball, so they're playing to run all the way. You can see William Moore coming up. But how many times has McCoy tonight turned a 3-yard loss into a 5- or 6-yard game?
There is Vince Young, inactive for the 2nd straight week. They work on Vick. Looks like a fighter in the corner. 2nd and goal. Kafka throws underneath. McCoy loses the ball. And then is able to get back. Did he get on it first at the 16-yard line? Nothing but Falcons around him. No signal yet. I thought I could see the official saying white ball, which would be Philadelphia, obviously. And a flag as well.
And it's getting a little chippy out there right now, and they have to be careful both sides here.
Well, the head linesman goes down.
Such a key play in the game for the Falcons. You don't want to give it back now. To go all the way back, I did think McCoy had possession of the ball. I don't know if he was trying to change arms or exactly what happened, how that ball came out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 55, defense, contact of the quarterback with the crown of the helmet. That penalty will be measured half the distance, automatic, first down.
Well, that's gigantic. 1st and goal instead of 3rd and long. Philly with a chance to make it a 2-possession game instead of a 1-possession game with a field goal with 2 minutes to go in the third.
You see John Abraham there. He just tried to hold him up, but he led with the helmet. And that's what the call is. They're going to protect the quarterbacks.
And he knew that call was coming. Well, look at Vic.
And it's so ironic, isn't it, that they wanted him to stay in the pocket and make those throws to protect him, and yet he's been taking a beating tonight in the pocket.
Vic spitting up blood. Ooh, boy. So Kafka now leads him up to the 2. 1st and goal. McCoy. And McCoy puts his head down and gets into the end zone. And that's the second really big mistake that Abraham's made tonight. Remember, he lined up offside earlier. That led to a Philly score. The roughing the passer here gives him a 1st and goal instead of a 3rd and long, and a field goal to make it a 1-possession game still. Instead, right now, it's a 2-possession game.
Well, Evan Mathis, we haven't talked about him tonight, the new left guard. Watch this double team and up on the 2nd level. Really makes this play. They get the double team. Kelsey gets over in front. Get to the linebacker, Curtis Lofton. Nicely blocked.
Henry for the extra point. And the crowd is stilled right now because the Philadelphia Eagles have erased an 11-point deficit to go up by 10, 31-21. Back to how Vic got hurt.
Here's the shot, and then he just gets slammed into his own guy, Todd Harriman's, who was just finishing a block, and a good one. He did a great job on John Abraham, and then as Vic gets whipped around, his head is going to go right into Harriman. It's kind of like that Eli Manning play. Remember that, when he kind of got whipped around and
right,
helmet taken off? And
preseason game, yeah.
Sometimes quarterbacks don't wear mouthpieces to try to communicate better, and looks like Mike Vick's going to the locker room. And that changes the complexion of this game. If the Falcons can ever get anything going.
If they can, right. The Philly playing very well defensively, at secondary doing its job. Samuel's come back. Vic goes to the locker room.
And I think Mike Vick just pointed to the scoreboard as he was cascaded with boos.
Right.
So we've got one standard around here, folks.
W's. And a touchback here with Henry sending it through the back of the end zone. So back we come to the Georgia Dome. We have 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Philadelphia's really controlled the game. As you can see, total yardage. Turnovers have been huge. Philadelphia has turned the ball over 3 times, and that's really kept Atlanta in the game. Falcons went up 21-10 early in the third quarter, but Philadelphia has answered with 3 touchdowns. Vic now, who was spitting up blood, goes to the locker room. The untested Kafka is their quarterback, and let's see what Atlanta can do down by 10 now. Ryan, play action, throws, and he starts with the first down. Roddy White, that's a gain of 17 to the 37.
A little mocking cheer from the crowd. They finally came up with a play. I think the Eagles assumed the Falcons would come out and run, and this play action on first down created a wide open lane. And I tell you, I've been a little bit surprised that the Eagles corners have been able to dominate these 2 receivers the way that they have on the outside.
Minute and a half to go in the quarter. Turner can't go.
Forget it. You can't block him.
Nope.
Trent Cole is just going right through the Atlanta Falcons. If you don't start helping him here, dust off the Falcon dust there. You're just killing these guys. I mean, it's been like this all night long. I mean, at some point, you have to find a way to slow that guy down. You can't just let him destroy your running backs and your quarterbacks.
Sam Baker, no match for him. And Baker was the #1 draft choice back in 08. Drafted in the first round after Ryan was picked as the number 3 guy overall.
Here it comes.
And Ryan's going to pack it in, but he has to get rid of the football. Flag is down, as you see, at the 36-yard line. Bavin put the heat on, and now Ryan is rolling around. Chris Redmond is their backup quarterback. Been in the league a long time, but has played very sparingly through the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, it almost looked like Ryan got into a split formation like a cheerleader or something would, or a first baseman. I'll tell you, that blitz got home that time. We haven't seen many blitzes, but Jared Page created the pressure that time.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Offside, number 93, defense. Intentional grounding, number 2, offense. Those fouls offset. Repeat, second down.
If you're outside the pocket or outside what they call the tackle box, and they contended he wasn't, he was just flipping it away. He was right on the edge, but
pretty
intentional
close.
grounding. Very close.
Let's see. We're going to draw the lines for you.
Did he get outside of it? Yeah.
I would say yes. When my first look at it, I thought it was, but interesting.
2nd and 11. Penalties offset.
Yes, who?
Yeah.
I mean, this game's not hard to call anymore. I'm only watching one guy. I mean, how long? How long are you going to let one guy beat you? Tried to tight end on him that time. Wow.
And with the clock ticking down, we'll see if they can get a playoff here on 3rd down and 12, and they will not. That will be the end of the 3rd quarter. So they will start in a hole in the 4th quarter on a 3rd down and 12. End of 3 in Atlanta. Eagles 31. Falcons 21. Sunday Night Football resumes after these messages.
You guys know where to find NBC's new night of comedy.
10:30 on a weeknight.
Close. Wednesday, 8, 7 Central.
Friday from 10 to 5?
Okay, one more time. Wednesday, 8, 7 Central. Now you got it. Up All Night and Free Agents. Wednesday, 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Your American dream is out there. Go get it. Dreams don't come easy. So put on your work boots, fire up your laptop, pour yourself a cup of coffee, because there's going to be some late nights. American Family Insurance is your American dream insurance. We protect more than your home, your car, your business, your life. We protect your dream. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.
American Family Insurance.
Okay, this is it, the Built Ford Tough Sales event. And in this corner, America's most fuel-efficient pickups, featuring Super Duty with best-in-class payload, towing, and MPGs. Make way for the undisputed 34-year heavyweight champ Ford F-Series, delivering a knockout combination the contenders can't match.
Now get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $2,000 in total savings, plus no payments for 90 days.
All through September, every time you use your Speedy Rewards card, you could instantly win your favorite tailgate supplies or win the ultimate fan cave upgrade. That's right, kick off the season right with instant tailgate rewards. Now at Speedway, every time you use your Speedy Rewards card, you could instantly win food, merchandise, and more. Win the ultimate fan cave upgrade or maybe even a trip to the big game. Instant tailgate rewards, only at Speedway.
We're on your way, the convenience stores of Speedway.
Watch Dr. Oz at 4.
Then stay for News 5 at 5 Monday.
Aerial coverage tonight from Atlanta being brought to you by Geico. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya. Georgia Dome start the 4th quarter. Philly up by 10. And it's a 3rd and 12 for the Falcons from their own 35. Ryan throws, and that is caught, and Gonzalez is able to bail him out. Page says, I can't believe I couldn't come up with the ball. 1st down.
There's really only been one guy that's had the answer tonight, and it's Tony Gonzalez. And Jared Page in one-on-one coverage was really in great position and just missed it. Gonzalez has had some extra stickum on his hands tonight. He hasn't missed a thing.
2 touchdowns for Tony. The ball is at the 48-yard line. Philadelphia with 21 unanswered points in the third quarter after Atlanta had gone up 21-10. And Ryan deep down the sideline for Jones, and that is busted up at the last moment by Asamoah. Let's go to Michelle.
Well, you saw Michael Vick go into the locker room, Al. He has a neck injury. That's as much as we can confirm. He's there in the locker room for further evaluation. No plan to do any x-rays. However, if they determine they need to do them, they will do them in there. As for that blood you saw him spitting up, Al, that was simply the result of the fact that he bit his tongue when he got hit there. So nothing more than a bleeding tongue.
Banged his, thank you, Michelle, banged his head off of Harriman's. Jaquay Parker, who last week scored a touchdown on a fumble return. One of the guys they rotate in along the defensive front for the Eagles is the injured player.
I cannot believe the amount of damage the Philadelphia Eagles have done tonight from their front four. You know, this franchise has a proud tradition of blitzing. Started with Jim Johnson, and Sean McDermott carried it forward. A very different style. They went out and got pass rushers. They are very deep there. And Trent Cole has taken to this wide 9 like it's his birthright.
Been perfect for him. Don't have to blitz. Big question in Philadelphia defensively. What about the linebackers? And now I think Philadelphia is offside. So it's a free play, and it's a shovel to Harry Douglas.
We got a flag in the backfield, too.
Offside for starters.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Offside, number 93, defense. Holding, number 61, offense. Those fouls offset. Repeat, second down.
Let's show Hawley, the center.
And Hawley's only playing because of the injury to Todd McClure, who had knee surgery and should be back fairly soon, although they were pretty excited with the way that Hawley played a week ago. But you can see he has stuff all over him. It's been a war in there tonight. Boy, Cullen Jenkins has been tough too.
2nd and 10. Jason Snelling is the back in this set. And Ryan hits Snelling, who comes out of the backfield, setting up a 3rd and short on a gain of 8.
They talk about the dream team. I think it's a nightmare team if you're a wide receiver. Watch the coverage down the field tonight. It has been blanketed by both guys. And here's going to be Nnamdi's interception on this one. Sante Samuel, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. It has been nearly flawless tonight.
Julio Jones getting a welcome to the NFL in his 2nd game.
You take out Tony Gonzalez and what he's been able to do, and that's really been about it.
Jones has 1 catch. White has 3, but for only 23 yards. And Ryan's going to throw on 3rd and 2. And the catch is made at the 30-yard line. A spectacular catch by Julio Jones. We talked about he made only 1 catch. He was being blanketed, and he makes a big catch here.
Well, that was the one time that Julio Jones lived up to it.
They go no huddle. Ryan throwing, and that's caught by Harry Douglas at the 16-yard line.
Isn't it amazing? One guy makes a great play like Julio Jones did, and all of a sudden it just picks up the whole team. We were watching this guy in practice. He is 230 pounds and runs about a 4.3 40. He's a freak in a very positive way.
1st and 10 from the 15. Better be a freak when you trade up 21 picks and give away half a draft from the 15-yard line. And Ryan's going to throw that one away. Everything covered on the left side.
They were looking for a flag on the end of that one.
Jason Babin came in, and Ryan still looking for one.
Yeah, it was Babin, I think, didn't know if Ryan had the ball or not, and whipped back around and tackled him down around the legs. Take a look. First he goes hand up underneath the face mask from Tyson Claybo. He may have gotten away with 2 of them there.
2nd and 10.
Boy, these ends are really getting wide now.
Play action. To the 2 to Gonzalez. And nothing but white shirts around him, but Tony's still able to haul it in and set up a first down and goal. Gonzalez with 2 touchdowns tonight, 6 catches for 76 yards.
Well, Ryan finally got a couple of completions in, just a zone coverage, and he zipped that one right on the money. And now the Mike Vick injury is looming larger.
Turner back in. 1st and goal from the 1. Turner can't get in on 1st down. Runs into the right side of that Philadelphia defensive line.
Pretty good play on that one by Kurt Coleman, the safety, coming up and filling the gap. They did a good job blocking Casey Matthews, but Coleman basically took his role away from him. Stepped right around. And there comes Coleman up and through and made the hit.
All new defensive line comes in. They just did get there. 2nd down and goal from the 1. The fake to Turner. Ryan rolling. There's a flag. And for the moment, Mahaley is able to make the catch. But you saw the flag come in. And it's going to be a hold. It may be against.
Yeah, I think it's against Babin trying to grab the back on the way out.
Right. It's going to be a defensive call.
Number 93, defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
Babin with the hold. The touchdown will be confirmed in just a second from upstairs, and we're going to have a 3-point game in a minute.
Right out here, Jason Babin sees the back going out. That's Obi Mahaley. Easy call. There were 3 flags on that play. Everybody, even the guy in the background, was signaling hold on that one.
Little jump pass for the score. Bryant now for the extra point. A couple of big 3rd down conversions by Atlanta. High snap, but the holder gets it down. Matt Bosher got another flag down at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons come out with their flags.
Offside, number 23, defense, lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. The result of the play, touchdown.
Red October coming through.
There you saw.
Their flags are a lot bigger than the referee's flag.
Everything confirmed. 31-28. 10:45 to go.
You didn't bring Miller Lite?
No. What's the difference? Miller Lite has more taste. I don't care. I just brought these.
Well, that's the second unmanly thing you've done today.
What was the first? Yes, that was unmanly.
Yes, it was.
Man up. Choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
In you go.
Get that fish away from me.
Moving across the country has been great for me. I don't know if I could say the same for my parents. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to them. I'm just pretty much killing it out here. They say they're happy. I mean, what do you think they do every day without me there? Are they eating? They must really miss me. I'm their only child, except for my sister.
Venza from Toyota.
Meet Erica. She hasn't shopped for a new PC because
my computer is the same as a new computer.
So to show her what she's missing, we built a PC store in her house.
Come on in, make yourself at home.
This is my home.
Let's take a look.
It's really light. Honey, help me shop.
You can get up to 7 hours on this battery.
The color really pops out.
Everything's wireless. Wireless keyboard.
That's impressive. I like this one better.
And I like this one.
New PC. What's it gonna be?
I'm a PC, and I got what I wanted.
As usual.
Sunday Night Football from Atlanta, brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. By Windows 7. By the Miller Lite aluminum pint. 4 more ounces of that great Pilsner taste. And by Toyota. Sunday night in Georgia. Look at Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, south of downtown. We are downtown at the Georgia Dome. Mike Kafka making his debut, and he's going to have to stay in because Vic is not back on the sideline. Mike is still in the locker room. Philly up by 3. And Botcher's kick might have got through the uprights. 10:45 left in regulation. Tough, hard-hitting game in Atlanta tonight.
Phones are starting to do some really interesting things. You can jump on a network and go blazing fast. You can video chat with your friends. You can even stream your favorite games. There's so many things you can do with Verizon's reliable high-speed network. Best Buy Mobile isn't just about phones. We're about the plans, too. We sit down and have a conversation to figure out the best phone and the best plan for you. Now, get the exclusive HTC Incredible 2. Only at Best Buy. Smartphones, smart plans, all in one place.
My sister's new boyfriend told her that he thinks Sundays are just for watching football. Believe that?
Remain calm. Answering incorrectly has...
But I just...
consequences. But you're smart, right? You ordered off McDonald's Dollar Menu at breakfast, got the premium roast coffee, the savory sausage burrito, everything so good and just $1 each. You made it happen, so you got this.
He's a jerk.
Well played. McDonald's Dollar Menu at breakfast. The simple joy of being smart.
So how are we doing?
Oh, great. You can't lose.
Stephen Myers is the best in the business.
If your boy wins, you get a job in the White House.
He has to win.
But there are some things he can't control.
I really want this story getting out.
Do you have any idea what they could do to me?
I don't trust you anymore.
It's my life you're talking about.
You thought it was important to fix things? What do you think you have, Stephen?
It's your call.
The Ides of March, October 7th, rated R.
Oh my gosh. Singing is their passion.
Feel good.
And now it's time to shine.
I laughed, I cried. You guys nailed it. Oh my gosh.
The Sing Off premieres tomorrow, 8/7 Central on NBC.
It's premiere week. NBC's got a new comedy series starring Whitney Cummings, going to do things her way. I saw her at a roast for Steve Tisch one night. She's funny.
Yeah.
She's funny. Very.
I'll be watching then.
From the 20-yard line, this is LaShawn McCoy.
Unbelievable.
And you know that Kafka in his debut is going to keep handing the ball off to number 25, and 25 is going to keep doing his job. 91 yards tonight, 19 on that carry.
Well, they come with the trap again, but this handoff was a little bit shaky there, and Shady made it work. I mean, that is at least the 3rd or 4th run tonight that I thought he was trapped for no gain or a loss of yardage. Didn't even have a handle on the ball and still picked up about 15 yards.
Nickname given to Jackson when he was a kid, or McCoy when he was a kid. This is Jackson, and Jackson gets taken down after a gain of about 3. Back to LaShawn McCoy. Last week, they used him as the closer. As Chris likes to say, he's the Mariano Rivera of this team, and he has closed out a lot of games in his brief career. 95 yards in the 4th quarter alone in St. Louis.
I'll tell you, my personal opinion is the Eagles are going to too many gadget plays tonight. They haven't been working. Their straight ahead offenses look pretty good.
2nd and 10. No gadget here, just a straight drop back and a flip underneath, and that's McCoy making the catch. Tackled by Lofton. And Kafka out of Northwestern. You follow college football, you might remember as Corey Peters is a little slow on getting off the field. He had an Outback Bowl game against Auburn after the 09 season. 47 of 78, 532 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
78
look at that line.
Good golly.
Meanwhile, the injured Falcon is Corey Peters.
I read
an article, well, I read the majority of an article online about how older people are becoming more and more antisocial. So I was really aggressive with my parents about joining Facebook. My parents are up to 19 friends now. I have 687 friends. This is living. What? That is not a real puppy. That's too small to be a real puppy.
Venza from Toyota.
Hey, Wendy, we like our chicken with a little heat.
Then you'll love Wendy's Spicy Chicken. Our whole breast filet kicked up with our blend of peppers and spices for the perfect balance of flavor and heat.
It's got a good kick, huh? You need a good kick.
Try one today, because you know when it's real.
Nathan, we're going to find you. Not if I find you first.
This Friday,
Who are these people? They can't be trusted.
uncover
I won't let anything happen.
the truth.
We have a visual on the target.
They're here already.
Taylor Lautner, Abduction. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday.
You didn't get a Miller Lite? No, what's the difference? Miller Lite has more taste. I don't care, I just got one of these.
Yeah, well, that's the second unmanly thing you've done today.
What was the first?
It's only gonna be 2 days.
I know. I can't do this. I can't do this.
That was unmanly.
Man up. Choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
This is the best part.
Next Sunday night, the Steelers invade Indy, and Big Ben leads the Black and Gold's charge. But the Colts are ready to protect their home turf. Don't miss America's Game of the Week. Sunday night is football night, only on NBC.
Eagles by 3. Most of the crowd on its feet. Big play coming. 9 minutes to play in regulation. It's 3rd down and 8. And Kempker fakes the inside give, then throws to Macklin, who reaches out and can't get the first down. Macklin taken down short of the first down. Lofton is there to make the stop, and Philadelphia forced to punt.
Really a nice play on the outside with Curtis Lofton. And here goes the little trap play on the outside, just going to try and kick out with a bunt. And that was a huge tackle for Lofton, a tackle they did not make a week ago against the Bears. 2 long touchdowns on plays thrown behind the line of scrimmage, that time up to the test.
Chaz Henry punting. Weems will let it go and bounds into the end zone.
Well, for Trent Cole, it has been some night. 6 tackles, 4 of those behind the line of scrimmage. And for Sam Baker, he's getting a taste for what this wide nine's all about. Just going to go and put his helmet right underneath the chin of the tackle, and the pressure has just been relentless. And putting a tight end over there to help is worthless. No tight end's going to block him.
You watch this game, you don't keep track of the numbers, then you look around, you realize that Matt Ryan has thrown 4 touchdown passes tonight.
I'll tell you, that was a gutsy drive, that last one. And the catch by Julio Jones changed this game completely.
4 TDs, career high, but 2 picks and 15 of 26 for 184. They start with Turner on the ground, and the 250-pound Turner with a flag down gets out to the 25-yard line.
Holding, number 61, offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Center Joe Hawley.
Thought it was a good call, too. I couldn't tell perfectly, but it looked like against Casey Matthews, he kind of reached out, and I saw Matthews almost draw back. So usually those are the ones that get the hold.
So time, well, they spot the ball for the moment at the 12-yard line, and the ball needs to be put at the 10-yard line.
It may have been from the point of the foul.
That's what it is. That's why you're right.
10 yards from there.
Right. So the linesman came over, and they do spot the ball from the point of the foul. Meanwhile, Turner takes off, and Turner into Philadelphia territory and gets shoved out of bounds at the 25 by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. On 1st and 17, from the 13-yard line. Off and running, he goes for 61 yards to the 26-yard line.
And Justin Blaylock with a huge block here. Takes out Jamar Chaney, and then Jared Page stumbles and basically slows down Cromartie, and it looked for a second like he might take it the distance.
Jacquizz Rodgers now comes into the backfield as Turner needs a rest. Ball is at the 26. Halfway through the fourth quarter. The rookie for a gain of 3. Rodgers out of Oregon State, picked in the 5th round.
Well, one of the things we've seen tonight is that if the Falcons do hit a run, then you start seeing these safeties coming down. Get Jared Page here in the backside, and it's just a game that's played out there. If you get the running game going, you're going to see the safety. By the same token, you should be able to complete some passes there.
They go no huddle on 2nd and 8. That's caught by Harry Douglas. And that will set up a 3rd down and about 4 from the 20-yard line.
It's hard to believe that this game is this close, and yet you feel like now that the Falcons have all the momentum. And Matt Ryan has just hung in there tonight. He is taking a beating.
3rd and 4. Gets it away quickly. That's a 1st down. Goes to that security blanket. Tony Gonzalez. Huge night for him. So many in his career. Mike Smith's team already clearly in field goal range. Now looking to move ahead again.
Well, once again, you see Tony Gonzalez run that route. He doesn't tip a thing. Straight up the field. No indication. Is he going in, out, or straight? He got himself open again.
From the 13-yard line. The diminutive Rodgers in the backfield. Give it to Rodgers. Through the middle he goes. Bounces his way to the 2-yard line. Jamar Chaney makes the stop. And that's going to make it a 1st and goal.
Well, one of the problems when you like to get up the field, you're susceptible to being trapped. They didn't have to be trapped there. They caught the Eagles in their nickel look, only 6 guys down. And I tell you what, Matt Ryan is calling a pretty masterful game right now, and it looks like the Eagles are wearing down a bit here because of this no huddle.
Turner comes back in, ball at the 2. Toss to Turner. Touchdown. yards, 7 plays. Turner in for the score. Atlanta back up on top.
The Falcons think they have the best blocking wide receivers in the game. And Tony Gonzalez got it done, as did Roddy White on the outside. And then it was just Michael Turner doing the rest. You can say anything you want about Matt Ryan and anybody else that's come to this organization. I don't know if anybody's meant more than Michael Turner.
Matt Bryant to make it a 4-point game, and does. For the Atlanta Falcons, that's back-to-back 80-yard touchdown drives. And with Vic still out of the game, the Falcons are up by 4 with 4:48 to play.
Endless Shrimp is our most popular promotion at Red Lobster. There's so many choices. The guests come in, they're like, yeah, I want to try this shrimp, and I want to try this kind and this kind. They wait for this all year long.
It's Endless Shrimp today at Red Lobster. Your favorite shrimp entrees like garlic shrimp scampi or new sweet and spicy shrimp. As much as you like, any way you like, for just $15.99.
Creating an experience instead of just a meal, that's Endless Shrimp. My name is Angela Trapp. I'm a server at Red Lobster, and I see food differently.
You could save a bundle with Geico's multi-policy discount. Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance.
It's faster, thinner, and lighter. And with the power of Verizon, you can stay connected almost anywhere. Let's say you want to download a bestseller at the beach. Done. Or if you want to stay connected when you're miles away from Wi-Fi. No problem. You can even tweet when you're nowhere near your followers. And you can post pictures too. So, what do you think?
I'll take it.
The iPad 2 on America's largest and most reliable network, Verizon.
I'm not a policeman. I'm a homicide detective.
Prime Suspect is one of the best shows of the fall.
Where is the girl?
Maria Bello is terrific as TV's next great detective. Prime Suspect premieres this Thursday, 10/9 Central on NBC.
Best analysis about the NFL and its players. Mike Florio has it at Pro Football Talk on NBCSports.com. You can check out the all-new apps for the 2011 season at NFL.com/mobile. Crowd rocking at the Georgia Dome. And Mosher to kick off. And they'll have a run back here from 2 yards in. Dion Lewis. And Lewis on the run. Flag is thrown. And most likely a lot of this one is going to come back before he gets wrestled out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Atlanta. Sheffers and his crew have been very busy tonight.
During the return, holding number 30 of the return team. 10-yard penalty measured half the distance to the goal. They retain possession, first down.
Colt Anderson with the hold.
There's the hold, the wraparound. Good call by the officials. Watch Sean Schillinger here, the wedge buster. Just absolutely got floored. They've decided the two-man wedge is important. I still can't figure out why.
Red zone offense for Atlanta tonight. Look at that, 5 out of 5. And one of the reasons they made the change on defense with the staff was because of poor red zone play the last couple of years. On first down, Kafka throws, and he starts this drive with a completion to Macklin. A little bit short, apparently, of the first down. They're going to spot it just outside the 18-yard line. Take a look, and they say he...
First down.
Yeah. Just did get enough for the first down.
Well, that was a nice looking read by Kafka that time. Came out with the corner blitz, testing the young quarterback. He read it perfectly, got it out to the backside.
4 minutes left. Kafka with that fake. Deep downfield he goes. He's got an open man, and it is caught by Macklin. And the Eagles are in Atlanta territory as Macklin gets taken down at the 39-yard line.
Boy, Jeremy Macklin has taken over where Deshaun Jackson usually is, and that little wiggle at the end got Dante Robinson. And for Kafka, back-to-back huge throws. There are a lot of people in this organization that really feel like he should be the number 2 guy instead of Vince Young.
May wind up as it. He's 4 out of 4 for 61. Macklin's caught 11 passes tonight for 167. McCoy. Oh, and he gets slammed down after a gain of 2. William Moore comes up there.
Boy, the Falcons think this William Moore could be really special. Drafted in the 2nd round in 2009, and he is a load. When he hits somebody, there is no doubt they have been hit. McCoy's been making everybody miss all night, not William Moore.
Second and 8. It's a swing pass. That's caught by McCoy. McCoy steps out of bounds just short of the 30, setting up a 3rd and 1.
I'm really impressed by Kafka so far in this game. The Falcons have a young quarterback, so they're doing what everybody does, attacking with the blitz, and he's barbecuing them on him. He's making the reads perfectly, getting the ball out of his hands. Here they come off this side, sees it, dumps it over the top, perfectly done.
24-year-old, born in Chicago, went to Northwestern, 4th round pick. in 2010. Hands the ball off to McCoy, and McCoy needed that 1 yard, and the question is, did he get it? And they're going to give it to him. A first down as they spot it just inside the 29-yard line. Again, Michael Vick, neck injury, got jostled in the locker room, was spitting up blood, hasn't come back, and Kafka makes his debut here. Vince Young, who would normally be number 2, also injured, inactive tonight. And now Kafka on first down. And he gains a couple of yards to the 25-yard line. Abraham making the tackle with 2.5. Looking ahead, Philadelphia with 2 timeouts as Jeffrey Lurie looks on. His team trying to go to 2-0 with 2 road wins before they go home to face the Giants. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Arthur Blank already down on the field. 2nd and 8. Last play before the 2-minute warning. Macklin. He'll take it to the 21-yard line, and the 2-minute warning comes with 1:57 to play in the 4th quarter. Atlanta by 4 on Sunday Night Football.
Hey, ladies. Why don't you educate me on why you're not watching the Packers?
I got cable. We don't get the Packers in Miami.
Oh, boo-hoo. Ow! It's on! Only DirecTV lets you watch your favorite team every Sunday, no matter where you live. Looks like we're done here.
Oh, man. This is dry clean only.
Now NFL Sunday Ticket is included at no extra charge. Call 1-800-DIRECTV.
1 million fans, 1 million free pizzas.
And Papa's in the house.
Papa John's is giving away 1 million free pizzas to new and existing members of Papa Rewards at papajohns.com. All season long, 60,000 members a week will win a free pizza.
1 million free pizzas? Now that's a game changer.
Plus, get any large pizza, just $11, even specialties.
Better ingredients, better pizza, papajohns.com.
Official pizza sponsor of the NFL. Tomorrow, Sam Bradford and the Rams invade the Meadowlands to take on Eli Manning and the G-Men. ESPN Monday Night Football, Rams-Giants, tomorrow at 8:30.
Wendy's post-game report. Michelle has an interview from the field. Bob, Tony, and Mike wrapping up the game, looking at other NFL news, and then Chris and I will take a look ahead to next week's game in Indianapolis. Meanwhile, Mike Vick really under the gun tonight.
It's really been a brutal night on both quarterbacks, but for Mike Vick, trying to do more from the pocket, less running to protect himself, but it hasn't mattered. He's been taking shots, and this ultimately, when he ran into his own guy, or was thrown into his own guy, Todd Harriman's the one that knocked him out of the game.
3rd and 3. 2 timeouts left for Philadelphia. Down by 4. Kafka to the outside, and they're going to stop him. Macklin gets taken down by Chris Owens. And now does Philadelphia want to try a field goal on 4th and 4 in a 4-point game? They have 2 timeouts. Try an onside kick maybe, but no, they're going to have to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think you've got to take your shot right here.
Well, the other thing they just did is they burned another timeout to discuss what they're going to do.
Well, probably they're in a situation now with 1:45 on the clock. They actually, you have to assume you're going to score in this situation. And if you don't, I wouldn't mind burning a little clock off of there if you do end up scoring so that they don't have a chance to come back the other way.
If you don't, Atlanta can just about run the clock out.
Well, ordinarily I'd say blitz the young quarterback here, but he's been better against that. I guess they're going to play coverage.
Kafka throws, and it's incomplete. Macklin reaching for it, Falcon defense goes sprinting off the field. Philly with just that one timeout and then a couple of kneel downs, and the Falcons are up by 4 after at one point being down by 11 and on their way to a win.
Can't throw it any better. Jeremy Macklin's made a lot of plays for the Philadelphia Eagles over the years, but he just ended their chance of winning this one. And now that timeout you were talking about looms much larger.
Absolutely. Philly can stop it once. That's Kafka's first incomplete pass. He was 7 out of 8. Ryan will take a knee. A timeout taken by Philadelphia, and that's their last one. You have 100 seconds to go. You can run off about 80 before 4th down. Aligning the stars tonight. Ryan with those 4 touchdowns. Turner, while nobody's looking, 114 on the ground with a 5.4 average, and Gonzalez has been brilliant. What else is new?
I tell you, Matt Ryan, for all the attention Michael Vick got coming into this game, the beating that he's taken tonight, coming back and hitting that huge pass to Julio Jones, this is a signature win for this young man.
Major. So the Eagles win last week. They'll go home 1-1, take on the Giants at the Link next week. And Atlanta goes to Tampa Bay, and the Buccaneers pulled one off today after being down by 17 at Minnesota. So 3rd down.
They can't run it all the way
They
out.
can't run, as I said, they could take off about 80 of the 100. So now you're going to be down to about 20 on 4th down.
Well, we've seen Deshaun Jackson in this situation somewhere before, haven't we?
Oh, we certainly have.
If the Falcons kick him the ball, I'm going to fall out of this press box.
Both of us. We'll do a tandem leap. And the Falcons will let it run all the way down, milk the clock as much as they can, take the timeout. And you've got 15 seconds left. And of course, Tom Coughlin wanted Matt Dodge to kick one out of bounds at the end of the game. Of course, Philadelphia right now, here it is. That's the way the game ended at the Meadowlands last year. An improbable, unbelievable, come from behind Philadelphia victory. And now with Bobby April as the special teams coach of Philadelphia, if you've got a great punt block play, here it is.
Well, I tell you what I would do is I would rush both edges, knowing that he's going to try and turn one way or another to make this kick. If they have the guts to fake it, so be it. But I would load up both edges on this thing. And whichever way he turned, I would try to at least rush him. So many times punters mishit it down the middle when they get in a hurry because they're trying to kick it to the side. And if they shank it, it ends up going right down the middle of the field.
Well, he shanked one before for an 18-yard kick. The rookie out of Miami, Joe Zelenka, will snap it. And Jackson hoping for one shot.
Yeah, I think you're going to see everything off the edge here. They're set up for it.
Good snap by Zelenka. Gets the kick away.
Time to jump.
Oh, baby. Jackson from the 48. And what a tackle at the 45 with 5 seconds. That's Stephen Nicholas. So one play now. Kafka at the 45-yard line.
Boy, for Stephen Nicholas, that's huge. When he kicked that down the middle, I could not believe it. I thought he was going again. He stepped up like he had a lane.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Are we ever going to have a game that doesn't end on the final play?
I hope not.
This is unbelievable.
The all-time prevent defense. Falcons have 4 guys back inside the 10-yard line.
really put Tony Gonzalez back there.
McCaffrey's going to step up. And he's going to launch one on a wing and a prayer into the end zone. Batted down. Falcons win. Batted down by Lofton. Game of big plays, turnovers, mistakes. A lot of craziness tonight.
Matt Ryan, you earned that one tonight. What a gutsy effort. And of course, Mike Vick's in the locker room when it ends, and you just have to wonder how it would have come out otherwise. But Matt Ryan took the beating of a lifetime and kept making plays and ended up winning this thing. And for Mike Kafka, he deserved much better. Who knows how this one comes out if Macklin makes that catch.
The Wendy's post-game report is coming right up after this beauty in Atlanta. 35-31 Falcons. Wendy's post-game after these messages from your NBC station.
Introducing Wednesday's new Ladies of Justice. One big night.
Legend.
Two bad ladies.
Stop calling me lady.
New Harry's Law, followed by new SVU, this Wednesday on NBC.
For 99 cents?
Probably not.
Our 99-cent chicken flatbread sandwiches, now in 2 bold flavors, only at Taco Bell.
Time and money. Both are running out. One last chance to get the biggest savings on the last of the 2011 Toyotas. Lease this Corolla for just $189 a month. This Camry for just $209 a month. Or lease this Sienna now for just $309 a month. But you can't waste time or money. Don't miss Toyota's last chance clearance. See your Toyota dealer now.
Join Menards this week in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. Manufactured in several U.S. cities, including St. Paul, Minnesota, concrete mix is ideal for anchoring posts, sidewalks, driveways, and more. Get 4 60-pound bags for $9. AC2 decking is treated in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and Holiday City, Ohio. Available in even lengths from 6 to 16 feet with built-in water repellent and lifetime limited warranty. 47 cents a linear foot.
Save big money at Menards.
When you've got wideband internet from Time Warner Cable, the world revolves around you. Now you can save the universe and download movies at the same time, without a break in the action. And with speeds up to 50 megs, it's the fastest internet you can get at home. It's got so much power, it's like everyone has their own high-speed connection. Get internet that revolves around you. Call 1-877-636-7892.
Wake up with Lisa Cooney and Todd Dykes. News 5 Today before the Today Show.
Welcome to the Wendy's post-game report. Here now, Bob Costas.
As Alan Chris said, this was a game that had a little bit of everything, not all of it textbook. The Falcons relinquish a lead, but ultimately get it back and prevail, and that sign sums up the sentiments of at least a large portion of the crowd, welcoming Vic back, but ultimately rooting for the Falcons. Both these teams are now 1-1. Interesting to note that as good as they have consistently been, the Eagles have now not opened a season at 2-0 since 2004. Michelle is on the field with the winning quarterback and his veteran target, Matt Ryan, and Tony Gonzalez. Michelle?
Thank you, Bob. 4 touchdown passes, a career high from Matt Ryan. First of all, how would you describe the beating you took out there tonight?
It was a wild one, for sure, but we hung in there. I think everybody hung in there and kept making plays, kept battling. Credit to guys on both sides of the ball. We never gave up.
Yeah, well, I mean, the physical pounding you took, how were you able to survive that and come up with those plays?
You just keep getting up. And, you know, there's a lot of tough guys on this football team, and I try and stay in line with those guys and just keep bouncing up. And, you know, I'm just glad we came away with the win.
Michael Turner, one of those tough guys, really helped you out with the run game tonight. What can you say about the way he performed?
He did an awesome job. That was huge for us tonight. We had so many explosives through the run. run game. You know, it's the reason we won the football game.
You know, for all the talk about the Eagles' defense, you had told us before the game you had a lot of weapons on offense that could pressure that defense. How'd they do for you tonight?
They did a great job. This guy right here, Tony Gonzalez, played an unbelievable game. You know, him on any linebacker in this league is a tough matchup for the defense, so I'm glad I have him.
Matt, thanks for the time. Congratulations, and we'll turn to Tony Gonzalez. 7 catches, 2 touchdowns, and just talk about, again, the physical pounding your quarterback took. How was he able to do this with you?
Well, he's a tough guy, and he's young. I guess he's got that spunk still in him. But Matt's just, you know, what poise for him to, you know, to come out here and play the way he did today, especially with all that adversity, getting pounded like that. But, you know, you got to give credit to everybody. It's a total team victory today, and I'm just glad we got that victory.
One of your touchdown catches, back of the end zone, circus catch. What can you tell us about what you saw on the play?
Well, I didn't see anything. I saw the ball. He kind of held me there. I was looking for the call, but, you know, the ball's up in the air like that, and Matt put it right where I can go up and go get it. We've been working on that all preseason and now through the regular season, and I was just lucky to come down with that ball.
So you move into 5th all-time on the NFL career receptions list in front of Terrell Owens. How does that sound to you right now?
It sounds like I'm getting old. That's what it sounds like. but I'll take it. Obviously, with that being up on that list, there's some great, awesome players, guys that I've looked up to my whole career. And, you know, I'm truly humbled by being able to just be mentioned with that group.
Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let's send it back to Bob Costas.
All right, Michelle, thanks. Let's swing it over to 30 Rock. Tony Dungy is standing by. Obviously, coming into the game, the spotlight was on the 2 quarterbacks, an eventful evening for both. Your thoughts on that, Tony?
It was. I thought you saw the best of both quarterbacks. Michael Vick played well. I thought he played within the system. He didn't try to do too much, but he had those 2 big fumbles. Matt Ryan, on the other hand, had 2 interceptions early. Things did not look good, but as he said it there in the interview, fought back, played well, stayed within himself, and led those big touchdown drives in the 4th quarter to win it. And they really needed this. They did not want to go 0-2, and I think this was a huge, huge statement game for Matt Ryan.
As we near the end of week 2, something that stands out yet again is the almost superhuman play of your old nemesis Tom Brady and the Patriots.
He really is playing well. It almost looks like 07 again, where they've got so many weapons. He's throwing the ball so well, using everybody, and just not making any mistakes, making these tight throws into traffic, all kinds of guys making plays. And usually when you throw the ball this much, you're going to, at some point, take a chance and turn it over. But Tom is playing and taking care of the football as well. They're going to be tough to beat. I would not want to play the Patriots the way they're playing right now.
Coach, thanks very much. Just to back up what Tony said, today, Tom Brady, 31 of 40, 423 yards against the Chargers, 3 touchdowns, no picks. We turn now to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk on NBCSports.com. Among the items you'll see in his Monday 10-pack tomorrow, a strange day around the league with regard to the replay rule, Mike.
Yeah, it was, Bob. Several curious decisions by replay officials, and 2 big ones. In Buffalo, after what appeared clearly to be an interception to end the game by the Bills in the end zone, the replay official buzzed down for a review by the referee after the teams were off the field. And it's not the kind of play where it appeared there would be any type of indisputable evidence to overturn that and make it a touchdown. So that review probably shouldn't have happened. And then in New Orleans, Darren Sproles scored a touchdown, but replays clearly suggested that he stepped out of bounds at the 1. But the replay official never buzzed the referee to take a look at it. And the replay official has a lot of power here, because if the replay official never tells the referee to look at these scoring plays, they never get reviewed, and the coaches can't challenge them. So the NFL has to improve the communication between the replay booth and the referee to ensure that plays that need to be reviewed are reviewed, not by the booth, but by the referee.
Interesting, too, because there are times when people might say it gets too picayune with the replay rule, where they're splitting hairs and sometimes overturning situations where it's not indisputable. Here you had an obvious situation, which is what replay was made for, and yet it wasn't implemented.
And the replay official shouldn't be making the decision, Bob. The replay official needs to defer to the referee. He's the one that needs to go under the hood and take a look at it and decide whether or not it should be overturned. So I think in their desire to speed the game along, I think the replay official may be substituting his judgment for the judgment of the referee.
Let's talk about some of the key injuries around the league. The Cowboys were hit pretty hard.
Yeah, 3 injuries. Tony Romo, fractured rib early in the game, but he went on to be the star of that win over the 49ers. Miles Austin, hamstring injury late in the game. He could miss some time. And Felix Jones, their starting running back, separated shoulder. A couple of other running back injuries. Jamal Charles is feared to have a torn ACL. MRI coming tomorrow. Arian Foster, Texans running back, hamstring injured yet again. Keep an eye on his condition this week. And finally, Jets center Nick Mangold, high ankle sprain, X-rays negative, MRI coming Monday.
All right, Mike, thanks as always for an NFL Films all-access look at the biggest plays from this week's games, including the Cowboys' comeback over the Niners. You can watch Turning Point Thursday night on Versus. It's hosted by Dan Patrick this week at a special time, 9 p.m. Eastern. In Atlanta tonight, the Falcons defeat the Eagles in a wild one, 35-31. Al and Chris are back to wrap things up from the Georgia Dome after this.
Hey, Wendy, me and the boys, we like our chicken with a little heat.
Well, let's answer that call with a truckload of spicy chicken for the Branch Street Firehouse. We only use tender, whole breast fillets, kicked up with our blend of peppers and spices.
That's a great sandwich. Got some zing to it, huh?
Our spicy chicken is the perfect balance between flavor and heat.
Got a good kick, huh? You need a good kick.
Try one today, because like these guys, you know when it's real.
Firefighter tested, firefighter approved. I agree.
Now's the time to move from where you are to where you want to go. Look up with U.S. Bank. Let's get the wheels turning. Use our strength and stability to open new opportunities.
I can see clearly
To lend and lift every business, every dream to new heights of prosperity. Good things are happening. Just look up with U.S. Bank.
Southwest makes the call.
What's the call?
I've got unnecessary bag fees.
Guys, I'm just driving.
Do I penalize for each bag fee? I would.
$120 round trip in bag fees?
Man, that's a low blow.
Guys, I gotta get going here.
Hey, you want me to throw you off the tarmac? Bags fly free. Southwest Airlines. It's the right call.
We love ordering sushi, but it was getting expensive. So to save some money,
Looks great, huh?
and we're not real proud of this.
No, we're not.
Have you guys seen Captain Stewie and Little Miss Neptune?
Did you look all over the place under your desk? All around?
They're fish. They live in a bowl.
What are you gonna do?
There's an easier way to save.
Whatever.
Get online. Go to geico.com. Get a quote. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
6 Super Bowls.
The champion's pedigree. The mission.
Time melts away.
Redemption. Next week, a battle sure to get physical. A proud champion with a message. Not in our house. Home of Super Bowl 46 and Sunday Night Football.
Welcome back to the Wendy's post-game report. Here now, Al Michaels.
Right down to the end, we go in Atlanta. Mike Vick, neck injury, spitting up blood. Michelle reported because he bit his tongue. Didn't come back into the game. Matt Ryan, an up and down night, but mainly up. 4 touchdowns. Jeremy Maclin had 13 catches for 171. Michael Turner does the job again on the ground with 114 yards. And Tony Dungy said it very well. You don't want to make too much of an early season game, but losing in Chicago, you lose here. You go to Tampa next week, another road trip across the country to Seattle. Pretty big win for the Falcons tonight.
Yeah, and psychologically, just to finally beat the Eagles. This is a team that they have really struggled against in the past few years. And to come up with a win, and who knows, tiebreakers down the road, you've got to believe both these teams are going to be right there in the playoff picture.
Meanwhile, Fred Godelli's telling me right now, word out of the Philadelphia locker room is that Vic suffered a concussion. So, of course, with the new protocol, they'll have to pass a battery of tests and see what happens for next week.
Yeah, and Mike Kafka played very well. Let's not take anything away from him. But let's face it, the Philadelphia Eagles are one team with Mike Vick at quarterback and another team without him. And it has been the overriding concern of this organization. How can we keep him healthy? Tonight they tried to keep him in the pocket. and he ends up injured. So it's just going to be part of the game for the Eagles.
Pittsburgh and Indianapolis next week. See you there.
Looking forward to it.
Along with Ben Roethlisberger and the AFC champions Steelers on Sunday Night Football. Begins with Football Night in America at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. Except on the West Coast, your late local news is next. For now, Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, our whole crew, led by Fred Godelli and Drew Esicon. Good night from Atlanta.
NBC Sports, home of Super Bowl 46, thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
Once you see Whitney, you'll only have eyes for,
You totally checked her out.
Who?
Sponge boob sweatpants.
Whitney premieres this Thursday after The Office on NBC.
To equip the Lexus ES with standard features more like the Mercedes C300, you'd have to take out the 6-disc CD changer and leather-trimmed seats. With the BMW 328i, you'd also lose the power moonroof and 17-inch alloy wheels. And some others in its class? Forget wood detailing or sound-dampening windshields, to name a couple. But why would you want to do that? The Lexus ES. Standard is nothing short of extraordinary. See Performance Lexus in the Kings Auto Mall and Lexus River Center in Covington.
This football season, hit pay dirt with Touchdown Dollars, the Ohio Lottery's new easy play game, where $2 and the right game plan could win up to 20 grand. To play, just tally up your yardage and see how much you've won. As with all easy play games,